There you go. Certified. Y'all know I was coming. Let's go to work. Family, I heard that they are offering an award for anybody who can find the lady who called us dirty black Americans. Because ain't nobody seen her. They've been searching. They've been looking. Last thing I heard, she was on a plane going back to Haiti. But guess what? She had to go back to Haiti, family, because TPS is over. Tether Protection Services. I told Papa Doc, see you later. And we going to be watching on our TV with our popcorn on standby. Certified salute. Free human.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Where'd she go? Can't nobody seem to find her, fam. I mean, they can't find her. They can't find her third, fourth, fifth cousin. Can't find her mom. Can't find her dad. They all done disappeared. I guess Tether Gettin done showed up. And I guess Tether Gettin got them all running, fam. And there's another crazy thing that's been going on too, y'all. Because now people is wondering, y'all still ain't said nothing to Megyn Kelly. So Megyn Kelly still got y'all G-check. She's still calling y'all asses out. You can't find the lady who said dirty black American. They all on milk cartons. They all on planes. And they all getting deported. And I fully support it. Full and strong, baby. Full and strong. People champ. Certified salute to the team. Who's in here? Mississippi. First place I seen. I know Harlem's in the building. I seen California in here. Texas is in here. Fairfield, California. New York City representing the whole damn city. Baltimore's in here. Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. Oklahoma City. Yes, indeed. I see the whole Pittsburgh represent. I see y'all clowning Miss Mayo. There you go. Another Baltimore, North Carolina, Duval, Frederick City, Virginia, FBA all day, Kansas City on both sides. KC Mo, KCK, FBA all damn day. Another North Carolina. I see Brooklyn. I see Oakland. Yes, indeed. I see Portland, Oregon. Yes, indeed. I see Dallas. I see Detroit. Love when I see Detroit. Philly, Dallas, South Carolina, Columbia. I see Houston and Jacksonville. And we in here, y'all. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. But why wait? Let's just go straight to the streets, fam. TPS is officially over. 350,000 Haitians gone. And then there was a bunch of Haitians who said, we ain't going no damn where. We gonna run. We gonna hide. Well, guess what, fam? You run and you hide, and ICE will find you. So round and round and round they go. Where the tether stop, nobody knows. Let's go to the block, fam. Here you go. ICE is preparing its largest operation of the summer, and they are targeting Haitians.
Is now targeting Haitians in the United States. So if you are a Haitian immigrant and you are undocumented, pay attention. More than 300,000 Haitian immigrants in the United States are about to lose legal protections against deportation because of the Supreme Court ruling. TPS, otherwise known as Temporary Protective Status, will be terminated this week, which
Tether Protection Services. You got your ass teleported to Port-au-Prince on Saturday. Take your patois somewhere else.
Means that if you don't have any other kind of status, you could be subject to deportation.
Today is D-Day, or Day of Reckoning, for hundreds of thousands of TPS holders in America, but particularly here in South Florida with the Haitian American community. Many have been a part of this community since the devastating earthquake from 2010. Being told by one prominent figure that you were seeing the dismantling and deconstruction of an entire community.
Sources inside Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, tell me that the agency is planning to ramp up operations to target, identify, arrest, and deport Haitian immigrants as soon as this week. And the plan here in Ohio is to send them directly back to Haiti.
CBS News is reporting that ICE is preparing to ramp up arrests and deportations of Haitian migrants as their temporary protected status is set to expire. According to CBS News, internal documents and agency sources say ICE could target Haitian Haitian communities in Ohio, including Springfield, with operations possibly starting as soon as this week.
Immigrants from Haiti are the next targets of President Trump's mass deportation campaign. ICE is planning to ramp up operations across the country to identify, arrest, and deport Haitian immigrants who are suspected of being in the country illegally as early as this week.
Here's what we know about the Trump administration's plan to start mass deporting Haitians now that they've been able to cancel their TPS.
Here's what we know. We know that you're going home. We know you was talking disrespectful. We know that you try to mooch off of us. You try to steal off of us. You try to tether onto us. We know Tether Gettins here and all that shit is over. That's what we know.
Back in June, the Supreme Court ruled that the Trump administration can cancel TPS for Haitians and Syrians. This means that today, July 27th, more than 300,000 Haitian people are losing their protective status. And the Trump administration has announced that they're going to start going after Haitian people who have lost their status as early as this week. And according to reports, one of the places that they plan on hitting is Springfield, Ohio, the same place that J.D. Vance and Donald Trump kept lying about during the 2024 campaign, saying that Haitians there are eating cats and dogs. Reports show that over 200,000 Haitians on TPS work in key industries like being nursing assistants or working in agriculture. And not only are they going after essential workers, but they're also going after people who just found out a month ago that they were going to lose their status. Haiti is still dealing with a lot of political instability and the aftermath of an earthquake in 2010. When asked for a comment, a DHS spokesperson said, "What we would say now is it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here."
Damn! Is ice getting cold? Is ice getting cold? I mean, I know ice is cold, but did they say you can't stay, but you got to get the hell out of here? What?
Is still dealing with a lot of political instability and the aftermath of an earthquake in 2010. When asked for a comment, a DHS spokesperson said, "What we would say now is it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here."
Damn.
Hurting Black and brown people is just one big fucking joke to them. Remember, this is Donald Trump making people undocumented and then hunting them down. Haitians had a status. They were constantly renewing their status, and the Trump administration took it away. And what's scary is that it seems all the information that the Haitian people gave the government, like their address or their work location, will now be weaponized against them. My heart goes out to the Haitian community who is dealing with so much and has been the target of so much mis and disinformation from the Trump administration. These raids are supposed to start this week, so I'll bring you information as.
Damn. There they go, family. I think we got a new one, y'all. I think we got a new one. Let's tell everybody what it is. ICE. Illegals can't escape. They're going to find you. And Foundational Black Americans, we sitting back and we enjoying the show because I remember, like you remember, like we all remember, they told us that they was going to come over here and they was going to take over Juneteenth. They came over here and they told us we need to work harder. They came over here and they told us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. Family, imagine that. Somebody who comes from a third, fourth, fifth, sixth world country, who flees that country and has to leave that country because they ain't never done nothing in that country, comes here and tells us we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. Family, they went white supremacy circa 1952. But ain't that what all the illegals do? Ain't that what all the tethers do, family? They come over here and they mimic what the dominant society tells them. So, family, I'm taking right now all of your statements and all your words. Family, what are they offering right now for this woman? Somebody tell me. I heard this word on the curve, fam. I heard that they're offering a lifetime supply of mud pies. That's what I heard, family. They said if you have any information regarding the whereabouts of this musty, dusty, and always rusty ass fleer, then you can come and collect and you can get a lifetime supply of mud cookies. They got it all across Haiti. They're speaking into everybody and they want to know, is it going to go down this way or is it going to have to get physical? That's what they're doing. So y'all tell me right now, what do you believe the Department of Homeland Security is offering for this woman's return so they can send her back to Haiti, where she fled from, somebody said 000. D-Zam. Family, it's getting real out here in these streets, and these people just don't know how to be quiet. They don't know how to be quiet. They don't know how to just not say nothing. Only thing they do is know how to talk about us. Y'all look at this right here, family. This is what I'm talking about. Now they saying, y'all, that they're going to get us because this man says he looks like an American. Now they saying that Haitians and Black Americans all look alike. Watch this.
TPS News is reporting that ICE is apparently about to start targeting Haitian migrants in Ohio. So that means Black people.
Somebody said they're offering a bag of Red Cross rice. Damn, I love it, fam. Somebody said some barbecue. Damn, I see what you did. I see you. Let's go.
Migrants in Ohio. So that means Black people are about to start getting arrested and disappeared by ICE. I guarantee it. They're not going to be able to tell the difference between like an American citizen and a Haitian migrant that has, came over because of TPS. Because
Negro, please. Look at him over there trying to wish deportation on us. We looking like nigga. Look at all of us. Don't we look like one big cousin, nigga? No.
That has, came over because of TPS, because they not only don't care, but they're also racist. A bunch of these people are straight up racist, and they're being sent out to go wrangle up a group of Black people in Ohio. That is not a good recipe, and they are going to target Black people across the board. Like me, I'm I guess, stereotypical Haitian, right? I have a stereotypical Haitian face. Most people cannot tell, you Haitian or you this, you that. No one can tell at all. No one has.
Stop. Shit, Black Americans. Can you tell this man is Haitian with your eyes closed? Let me submit my statement. Hell yeah, I can. Your ass got Haitian popping through the screen right now. Haitian popping out your pores, homeboy. I see you, I see us, I see no relation. You look more like mud pies than you look like a foundational Black American. If you don't get the hell up out of here with that one, Papa Doc, you've been on some Papa Rock because you hide in a mum if you think you look like a foundational Black American. Hell no. What you say? That stuff is oozing out.
Most people cannot tell, you Haitian or you this, you that. No one can tell at all. No one has been able to tell my entire life. Only other Haitians can tell. Like, swear to God, right? A Black American might guess, are you from Nigeria? Are you from this, that, and the third? Like, they'll say all of those things without saying Haiti. Same with a white person, same with, anyone else. So just know Black people are going to be targeted, including Black Americans. Yes, News.
If you don't get the hell up out of here, fam, y'all know what he on, right? Y'all know what he on? And he got it from Haiti. I'm going to tell y'all what he on. We want to know what he high off of? He's on that Kodak crack. That's what he's on. You on that Kodak crack. That's all you doing. That's all you on if you think that you look like a certified foundational Black American. Okay, I look more like mud pie than FBA community. Better be quiet. See, here's the thing, y'all. They thought it was cool and they thought it was fine when they were getting all of these different accesses to America from the last administration. But see, now they got this administration who told them they weren't playing, told them they better leave, and only thing they wanted to do was still talk about FBA. That people, that whole community from those folks, they're right now getting deported, and they still talking about FBA. Still talking about FBA, man. I'm saying, no, we good. We straight. We told you we was good. We told you we was straight. We said we wasn't going nowhere. Don't get mad at foundational Black Americans. See, the same thing will make you laugh or make you cry. Okay, that's why that plane is in the sky. And family, on this broadcast, I'm going to show y'all everything. We're going to talk about how these folks can no longer use any form of banking to get around the system. These folks is getting snatched up in the airports. All of the Haitians who went underground to go hide, they getting packed up. And then we also going to break down how now it has been confirmed what we broke 2 weeks ago is that when these people get landed back in their homelands, they may find a new homeland that may be Africa, because a lot of these folks is getting deported to Africa. Yes, fam, it's real in the field. Donald Trump and his administration has officially ended TPS. No more tethered protection services. It is temporary for a reason. And family, a lot of folks is calling them out. A lot of folks is calling them out, and a lot of things have been said. But family, I think it was said very clear right here. The days of trying to take something that's temporary and make it permanent ain't working. Watch this.
America is not a global refugee camp. America is not a get-rich scheme for the third world. America is our home. And when house guests become squatters, you don't delay enforcement. You call the sheriff and you send them home.
Damn!
That's exactly what we must do here today. If Democrats want 350,000 Haitians to stay permanently, they should say it plainly. Introduce a bill. Put your name on it. Vote for the permanent status. Then explain that vote to the American people. Quit with the games.
Woo!
But stop calling permanent immigration temporary. The voters are not stupid, and they already made their choice. The voters demanded enforcement. President Trump is delivering on that, but Democrats are fighting to keep the same old scam alive.
Damn!
Mr. President, I have the power to stop this nonsense bill, and I'm going to use it. That's why I'm here today. So I object to the bill, which would keep 350,000 Haitians here permanently. I object to changing temporary to permanent. I object to flooding American communities with cheap foreign labor. I object to treating foreigners as the priority and Americans as the afterthought. I object to mass migration. Temporary must mean temporary, and elections have consequences. Therefore, Mr. President, I object.
Damn! Damn! Oh, y'all getting smoked out right now. You getting smoked out. Oh, everybody sees it. Because, family, didn't that sound exactly like what we've been saying in the FBA grassroots for the last 5 years? Family, that sounds like everything y'all been saying, don't it? Don't that sound exactly like what you guys have been saying? These people are squatters. You're squatters. And you came here and you want squatters' rights on a national level, but you want to squat in the home of foundational Black Americans. That's really what you want, right? You want to come to the United States of America and you want to squat in our home. Don't ever want to pull them games on Megyn Kelly. It's been 2 months and counting. You still ain't said nothing back to Megyn Kelly. But you got about 50 videos a day talking about FBA. But that's okay, because now we're seeing about 50 damn deportation videos a day, and it got your name on it. These are squatter rights. No longer do we need to say immigrants or migrants or refugees. Just say squatter. That's all it is. They want to come here, jump into our communities, wave their damn flag, say that they did what we did, take all of our accomplishments and just squat there forever. And then when ain't nobody looking, they want to turn terminating everything against them into trying to terminate things that we've done for us. Yeah. See, they're mad that TPS is getting terminated, but you've been over here trying to terminate foundational Black American accomplishments, foundational Black American policies, and foundational Black American reparations. Yes, because remember, y'all, it was a hell of a lot of those Haitians who were over here, and they were the main ones talking about they deserve reparations. Yes, they were, family. And guess what, y'all? As it gets real in the field, I'm going to show everybody exactly the timeline and how it all went down, fam. Oh, things got real. Y'all watch this. Shout out to my brother, Capital Black. Much love and respect, fam. Watch this.
Yes, we are the best Black free country around the world. This country cannot function without our immigrant neighbors. This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it. If you can enjoy the safety of being at the...
You built it? Fam, these are squatters who want FBA reparations. You ain't build Haiti. How the hell you build America? How you build something that you fled to? How you build something that you ran to? How do you build something that you squatted in? But it gets bad.
Supreme Court is because immigrants have worked so hard to give you that seat.
A few moments later.
Thank you, Harris. Seeing moments. Right now, ICE planning dramatically to ramp up operations to deport Haitian migrants here in the U.S. This after the U.S. Supreme Court sided with the Trump team, ruling that TPS, known as temporary protected status, is temporary during the Biden years, going back to fiscal year 2025. I would draw the attention of our viewers to that bottom line number. Total encounters of Haitians under the Biden administration, almost 500,000.
Look, Haiti had TPS since 2010, so going on almost 16 years, where each administration just kept extending it and extending it. And I think the Trump administration, as they have across about 9 or 10 different countries, have said that temporary protective status is just that, it's temporary. So the idea is that these individuals, if they don't adjust status, will need to leave the country, and ICE is there to enforce that order of removal.
Okay,
so
Chad, here's my question.
Yeah, I don't think it's just going to be on the Haitians. I think it's going to be on all of those individuals, like I said, across 8 or 9 different countries that the administration has ended TPS on. They're all going to be targets for removal.
Damn. Sounds like you ain't built nothing. Sounds like what you claim you built, your ass is going back to Haiti. It's a wrap for that. Y'all see how quick things change? Y'all see how fast things flip around for these folks? Let's be honest, y'all. They thought they had it made. They really thought they had it made. They thought they was going to get them Kamala Harris. They thought they was going to get Joe Biden. They thought that the Democrats was going to save them. They was calling up to all of our spaces, talking crazy, saying things like, we done built this. Y'all Black Americans are jealous of us. And then in one damn policy shift, now they out there crying, begging foundational Black Americans to help them. And I don't think foundational Black Americans is going to come help you. I'm just going to go ahead and go out on the limb here. Certified foundational Black Americans, we done with y'all. And we done with Mr. Mutombo, Mr. Papadoc. We done with Mr. Port-au-Prince. We done with Mr. Kingston. We done with Mr. Zimbabwe. And we done with Mr. Julio Romero Gonzalez. If you ain't a foundational Black American, we ain't rocking with you. You go ask Yao Ming's community how well it is waiting for foundational Black Americans to come and save them. It ain't happening, y'all. This FBA only, FBA first, FBA solely. That's the way we moving. And y'all moving right on out of Dodge. See, family, the thing about temporary, they always talk about how bad and how violent it is in Haiti. And they'll just run that forever. See, fam, they never built nothing. So therefore, they want Haiti to always be violent and always be in ruins. So they could always stay here in America. Under that type of logic, they could say, man, we could stay here forever because, you know, it's gangs there. It's bad there. There's no initiative for all of these fleers to fix their homeland. If you come here to the United States of America based on a status of your homeland is violent, then they never want to fix the violence in their homelands. They never want to clean up their homeland. They never want to do anything to their homeland because the same exact violence in their homeland that they contributed towards is the same exact violence that they point to when they want to stay here in America. That, by definition, is a squatter. See, family, when somebody squats at your house and they just pull up and they say, I'm just going to stay here, they don't never tell you why they're at your house. Because they'll make it sound like they're these innocent people. But in reality, if you found out, you see that they ran from something, they hid from something, they broke some type of law, or they ain't got it in them to fix any damn thing. See, we're getting to the roots of this. And when you seen that politician talking about squatter rights, fam, this is delineation reaching the main stage. And it's been there for quite some time. Delineation, family, and everything that we say, now they're mimicking it in their own version. We are the reason why Haitians got their TPS cut off. We are the reasons why Mr. Gonzalez is getting deported back to Mexico. We are the reason why all of those different countries in the diaspora have got their American assistance programs cut off. Once FBA pulled the plug, put the spotlight on them, called them what they were, which is tethers, now everybody sees it for what it's truly been. And you can thank FBA because we was on the front line ahead of the time. All the time. Let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about. Fam, this is the reason why they want to run. Because now they're going to all these different places. And y'all, it looks real bad. Remember I showed y'all a week ago when that guy was getting deported in the Dominican Republic on a goddamn moped? Yes, fam, on a moped. See, when they can't flee to America, they got to go to the Dominican Republic. But here's the problem. In the Dominican Republic, they don't like the Haitians. And when they go over there, they do stuff like this right here. Family, you talk about Mexicans in America. Look at Haitians in DR.
Oh, no.
Count, family. Count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Damn!
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What?
13, 14.
Not the trunk.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hey, check it. Vini, s'il vous plaît.
Damn! 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Papa Docs, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Papa Docs. There you go, fam. Papa Doc. That's how it is. These are the people talking about us? Okay. Damn, I seen about 100 Papa Docs. Fam, we got to update it. It ain't just Julio no more. It ain't just Julio, fam. There's 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Papa Docs. All right? We done seen about 11 Julios. Papa Docs doing the same damn thing. We won't tolerate disrespect. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because 100 Papa Docs in the car is bad for your health. Remember that, y'all. And this is why they're afraid to go home. They're afraid to go home based on that right there, because you ain't got a home. Remember this, y'all. Fleers may have been born in a homeland, but that ain't their homeland no more. This is why they're so petrified, terrified to go back. See, you understand, y'all? When they come here to the United States of America, they done left a mess back home. Now, we see the mess that they left, but they see a whole different one. They know barbecue waiting for them. They know them gangsters waiting for them. All the things that they run from. You hiding for some, fam. Nobody has more skeletons in their closet than a tether. Tethers are not proud of themselves. Tethers do not love themselves. Tethers are insecure about themselves. There's no security in being a tether. They wake up every day, hate on FBA, and then they wait for the deportation vans to pull up. That's a terrible life to live. Very terrible. Do we give a damn? No, the hell we don't. Will we give a damn? No, the hell we never will. Why? It's because you had your chance. And now you got to dance with Mr. Thomas Homan. Let me show y'all even further what's going on. Oh, I told y'all we coming in hot, 100 miles an hour. Let me show y'all even further why these individuals are afraid the way they're afraid, and why these individuals are afraid to go back to their homeland. Because if you were to go there, you don't know what's waiting on you. But guess what? Foundational Black Americans know exactly what's waiting on you. It's the same exact thing that we laugh at because we built our homeland. Here we go.
We've been praying for the best, but now we are facing the worst. As much as they
Vilas Dorsonville runs a support center for Haitians here in Springfield, Ohio. He's one of many Haitian immigrants on the verge of losing their legal protections to live and work in the U.S. after a Supreme Court ruling went into effect on Monday, allowing officials to end a federal program called Temporary Protected Status for more than 300,000 Haitians.
It will be a nightmare for us.
Now, sources inside ICE tell CBS News the agency is planning a round of operations targeting Haitian immigrants, starting as soon as this week.
Well, it's a mistake. It's not good for the United States, and it's not good for the state of Ohio.
Ohio's Republican Governor Mike DeWine says Haitian immigrants have contributed to the state's economic growth, filling and creating many jobs.
Look, we have a right to control our border. That's not an issue. I think the question really is deporting maybe 1 million, 2 million, whatever the number is going to be, is that really in our best interest?
You damn right, fam. That's a Republican talking. Mark it down, y'all. That's a Republican talking. Yes, because when you start dealing with mass deportations, that becomes an issue where even a lot of Republicans want folks to stay here. That's why MAGA ain't the same as your average rhino. Let's go.
Is that what we want? I just don't think it's in our national interest to do that.
In Ohio, ICE sources tell CBS News the agency plans to deport Haitian immigrants directly back to their home country, where widespread gang violence has fueled a dire humanitarian crisis.
Haiti is hell today. So you'd be sending people back, literally back to hell.
People are scared.
They are very scared because they saw what was happening in Minneapolis. And now they're afraid that that same scenario will be happening here in Springfield.
Faced with the prospect of being deported to crisis-stricken Haiti, some community leaders tell us that Haitians here in Springfield are thinking of going to Canada or other countries around the globe.
Yep, you better go, but you can't stay here. Absolutely. See, family, what you got here, you've got the MAGA folks who want to straight up deport these people. And then you got a bunch of those millionaires and billionaires that want these folks for that cheap labor, right? And they want to keep them here for cheap labor. See, the thing that Donald Trump did, which a lot of folks weren't sure if he was going to do on the campaign trail, he promised they were going to start going after people who house them. Family, how long has the immigration conversation really been about going after folks who allow these people a safe haven. That's what it's been about. See, deportations is one thing. That's just one little avenue of it. We knew damn well you got to start going to these people who hire them. You got to start pulling up to these people who give them the opportunity to take these jobs. Got to go to the people who allow these folks to squat in our communities. And that's exactly what Donald Trump has done. This is why they're petrified, beyond petrified, because they understand this is way deeper than just Julio who came across the border illegally. Oh, no, family. Now it's you can't run to the airport. Your ass can't go get a banking account. Nope. Your ass is getting snatched up in church. You getting snatched up on the job. You getting snatched up everywhere you go. That's why they're really afraid. So, family, basically what Black Alpha is telling you, if it was bad for immigrants yesterday, it is horrible for immigrants today. If they were afraid of just regular deportation, they're very afraid of this max deportation, because that's something that they running around here and they saying right now. Y'all look at your screen right here. Look at your screen, my good foundational Black American brothers and sisters. Let me show y'all exactly what they calling it. Yes, fam. There you go. Look back at your screen one more time, fam. They're calling this right here their deportation maxing. That's a whole nother thing. ICE data confirms arrests hit Trump era record. Yeah, family. Yes, it isn't just your average everyday deportations. Now they're deportation maxing, which means they're coming at these people wholeheartedly in every element. You can't run, you can't hide. In every corridor, every nook and cranny in the United States of America, they own that ass. And Thomas Homan, or AKA the Iceman, or AKA Thomas Syndham Homan, they out here letting everybody know that it ain't gonna be as easy as it was. Family, they snatching these people up and hunting them down, even on their job sites.
I done lost 30 people. In the span of a month and a half from ICE. They're hunting them. They see ladders, nail boxes, anything in their truck, they getting pulled over. Slab guys, framers. The lunch lady got pulled over. I seen the drywall lady and her daughter get pulled over by ICE. They go get gas at the gas stations. ICE hopping out on them like the SWAT team. Bro, listen. He was like, oh, I thought they was chilling now. I thought that was just the beginning of the year. Bro, I done lost so many people since the beginning of the year. And everybody houses is taking a hit. The market is in shambles. I poured 3 houses, 3 slabs, 3 concrete foundations. They've been sitting for a week because my framing team got picked up. They went to go get gas and they never came back. So you talk.
You went to get gas and ICE was on that ass. They everywhere, y'all. Ain't nowhere to run. ICE, illegals can't escape.
Talk about America is going to feel it. They already are. The builders feeling it, but the people building, buying homes is going to feel it. They're being hunted, and I get it, everybody got to pay their way and all that shit. But like, bro, who the fuck y'all think built this shit? Who y'all, the immigrants, the people that's coming from other places? You think Americans trying to port?
If they built it, why are they getting deported? If they built it, why are they getting deported? I think this man a damn tether anyway, family. This man look like a full damn tether. This is a tether in the first place. Who you think built it? Who you think built it? I'm telling you who built it. The people who aren't getting deported. That's the new answer, family, right there. The people who built it are the ones who can't be deported. What did all that faking that you built America get you? Going to get some gas and never returning?
Don't feel it. They already are. The builders feeling it, but the people building, buying homes is going to feel it. They're being hunted, and I get it, everybody got to pay their way and all that shit. But like, bro, who the fuck y'all think built this shit? Who y'all, the immigrants, the people that's coming from other places? You think Americans trying to pour concrete in 90-degree weather? You think Americans trying to be up on the roof? And man, I had a motherfucking framer on the roof and it was raining and the wind blowing. I had to make them come down. That's how dedicated these people is to building y'all shit. And the disrespect. Oh, they shouldn't be illegal. They should be, bro, I get it. Like, they humans too. I had my framer, the owner of the company, Mexican lady, was pregnant. The same week she gave birth to her kid is the next day they deported her husband.
Damn! Sound like birthright citizenship didn't save her, did it? Ha!
Got a problem and the shit ain't getting no better. So Everybody talking that shit, shut the fuck up. I done lost 30 people.
Yep, and you done lost 30 people. And by the time I aired this video, it's probably been about 40 people. But them people ain't my people, so they got to go. See, family, the last stage is trying to hit you with the we all human. See, Black Americans, we know all of this. That's one thing they always hit you with. We all human now. Can't we all get along? I am getting along with all my foundational Black Americans, not you. So you can talk about who built America. Everybody knows it's foundational Black Americans. The people who built America are the people who can't get deported from America. You can't build something that your ass can get deported from. You can't build something that your ass fled to. But I tell you what you can do. You can put them handcuffs on yourself and you can self-deport. And self-deportation is the thing that a lot of them said they ain't want to do. They said, nope, I ain't going to self-deport. I'm going to stay right on here. And now ICE is saying, good, we going to hunt you down. That's what this is about, y'all. Y'all knew TPS was about to get canceled. Y'all knew Donald Trump was going to carry out the largest mass deportation in American history. Didn't he say this on the campaign trail? They always talk about politicians lying on the campaign trail. Well, Donald Trump wasn't lying. He said largest mass deportation. There you go. So don't say that you weren't warned. But I'll tell you what you really better worry about. Fam, did y'all see the new full body restraint that they got out there, fam? Fam, let me show y'all something ICE got now. Fam, watch this. If it wasn't bad enough, just regular handcuffs. If it wasn't bad enough, that ICE van. Fam, they're now instituting a full body restraint that they're putting on illegals. Y'all look at this right here. Look at your screen, fam. If I made a point earlier, let me make it 2 times. They was scared yesterday. They better be petrified today. ICE now is about to use a full body restraint, which basically means they about to hog tie some illegals. You about to see a hog tied Papa Doc, a hog tied Gonzalez, a hog tied Mutombo. You about to see a hog tied Lucy Liu, a hog tied Jackie Chan, and I ain't gonna help you. Yes, family, ICE, Donald Trump, Department of Homeland Security, they not playing with you.
Over a full body restraint device allegedly being used in ICE deportations. The full body restraint device is called the RAP. The company that made a modified version of the device for ICE says it allows for people to be restrained during flights and long bus trips. However, lawsuits filed compare incorrect usage of the RAP to punishment and even torture.
They said for long bus trips. I used to get on the damn Greyhound, but I didn't know they was giving out body restraints for the Greyhound. Damn.
The company that made a modified version of the device for ICE says it allows for people to be restrained during flights and long bus trips. However, lawsuits filed compare incorrect usage of the RAP to punishment and even torture. The companies that is not the case.
Resorting to medieval times type of torture. This picture is from the 13th century. This is the human RAP is a new take on medieval century torture. Understand how cooked we are when the images coming out literally look like Nazi Germany or any other genocide recorded in human history. And they even drew a face on this guy. Like,
what the hell is this? America, what's going on? I mean, I ain't got enough popcorn. I got to go back to the store. You got to give me like 20 minutes, okay? I got to go to the store and get some more popcorn. Fam, they got the Hannibal Lecter tether. They got the Hannibal Lecter tether. They got all different editions. They got the Jollof edition. They got the egg roll edition. They got the burrito edition. But they ain't got the soul food edition because FDA built this thing.
This is a joke. This is a joke. It's all a joke. It's all just a fun Hunger Games type of game for these people. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Over a full.
Damn. I want to say that I care, but I don't. How about that one? You know what it is, fam. At the end of the day, there's an old saying they told foundational Black Americans forever, okay? Just abide by the law. See, they don't like the fact, fam, that everything that they always said to us, we simply say back to them. They told foundational Black Americans, the community that dealt with the most injustices, they always told us, family, that you got to abide by the law. Stop resisting. If you abide by the law, you got nothing to worry about. Well, guess what, fam? I'm taking the same exact things that they said to us, and I'm sending it right back to them. You abide by the law, as in don't enter a country unlawfully and illegally, then you won't have to worry about the Hannibal Lecter tether. You won't have to worry about ICE. Illegals can't escape. You won't have to worry about FBA sitting on the sideline and saying that is not my problem. Stand down. And standing down feels so much better. Yes, it does. You see, people come over here to the United States of America and all they do is dump truck their problems onto us. Notice how they keep saying we. Family, let me tell you something that is real true to life. All of these illegals deep down inside, they despise us because that's not happening to us. They despise foundational Black Americans is because they got a whole set of problems that don't apply to foundational Black Americans. They want nothing more than for all of this stuff to be an FBA problem. Because if y'all think we's wrongs and y'all thinks we's is being means, can y'all imagine what would be happening if foundational Black Americans were dealing with all those issues? What would the other side be saying about us? You know, the same side right now that's trying to shame us, the same side right now who's trying to say we's all family, we's all brothers. Fam, what would they be saying right now if we were the ones getting deported? They'd be saying the same exact thing that they said when foundational Black Americans were unjustly getting killed, when foundational Black Americans were unjustly losing jobs, and when foundational Black Americans were unjustly getting fired from every opportunity we have. That's what they'd be saying. So therefore, we're simply saying, y'all are getting deported. And the difference between the two is that y'all getting deported is y'all breaking the law. Things that happen to us were happening to us unjustly. There's nothing unjustly when you are going back to your homeland because the law simply states that you are not to enter this country illegally. So therefore, you fought the law and the law won. Family, this is how we're bringing the energy, y'all. This is a regulator wave. Have y'all noticed people who come out here nowadays and they're very soft and they're very delicate and they're very frail and they don't treat these severe problems like severe problems? They're getting left behind. See, FBA now, y'all, the grassroots wave is about regulating and standing on certified business. One thing we're not doing, y'all, in this era, we're not coming at it soft. We're not out here letting people talk. We're not trying to be friendly, diddly, winly with people. We're focused on foundational Black Americans, and we're doing like Brother Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. And that feels so much better. And now everybody's upset. The illegals are mad right now because they wish that they could say that's an FBA issue. They can't fathom a world, y'all, where they're the ones getting targeted by the dominant society. They're the ones who are getting deported. They're the ones who got to look over their shoulders. They don't like that, y'all. Their anti-Blackness is something that fuels them so much that they would literally say, why come and get me and I'm illegal when you can go get the Black American who is fully Aboriginal, Native, foundational. That's what's got them so upset, and they're going to stay upset. Family, let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about as we bring it all to attention. Look at this right here, family. More stories are popping up, and they're not too good for Mr. and Mrs. Illegal. But again, Mr. and Mrs. Illegal, that's not a Mr. Certified Foundational Black American problem.
Limbo like the one you're about to meet.
I feel like I'm living a nightmare. It's unjust because I have dreams, Byron. I have dreams.
Farrah Laria is living in fear. She's been in South Florida since 2005, coming over from Haiti in search of a better life.
I felt that Haiti was too small for my dreams. I felt that I was tired with the situation, political instability, crime, injustice, poverty.
She's been a news personality, public relations and communications professional, and advocate for South Florida's Haitian community. Since 2010, she has been a TPS holder, temporary protected status. And starting Monday, she and 350,000 other Haitians, many here in South Florida, will lose their legal right to stay in the United States, putting them at risk of deportation. This coming after the Supreme Court sided with the Trump administration, ending TPS programs for Haitians and thousands of Syrians. The DHS claiming that Haiti is now safe enough to return to, while the United Nations and the U.S. State Department warn of frequent gang violence and kidnapping.
Limbo like the
frequent gang violence. Well, maybe you need to do something about the frequent gang violence. Have y'all noticed this right here, family? Have y'all noticed? There you go. By the way, she said she's
One, you're about
petrified.
to-
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. She said she's scared.
In search of a better life.
I felt that Haiti was too small for my dreams. I felt that I was tired with the situation, political instability, crime, injustice, poverty.
She's been
You were tired of the situation in your homeland? Family, how many times could Black Americans have said that? Fam, couldn't we said we were tired during slavery? Couldn't we say that we were tired during Reconstruction? What about during the Civil Rights era where lynching was at an all-time high? Couldn't we say that, fam? What about all the unjust harmings of foundational Black Americans historically? We could have always said we were tired of the situation. But see, fam, that situation is our homeland and we don't run. Anytime these people get an opportunity to flee, they up out of here. They gone. They jumping out of windows to get away. Listen to the mind state. I thought this was 1804. 1804, family said it's too tired and it was ready to leave and leave everything behind. See, fam, there's a mentality that comes along with fleeing. There's a mentality that comes along with being a coward. And a fleer and a coward go hand in hand. You can't separate the two of them, y'all. You cannot separate the two of them. But that's what they're doing. And if you notice, fam, things are getting real serious. How about this right here, Black Americans? Do y'all remember that man on your left? Do you remember the man who came over here and he said that he wants to make foundational Black Americans the sixth region so they can try to squeeze reparations from us? Y'all remember that? Well, look at your screen, fam. Ghana sued for accepting foreign deportees from the United States. Oh, yeah. We about to go there, Black Americans. Lock in tight. See, when these people get deported, y'all, a Haitian may not go back to Haiti. A Venezuelan may not go back to Venezuela because Africans, including Ghanaians, are some of the main people who are taking these deportees. So basically, the same old scam Africans that been trying to Africanize us made a deal with Donald Trump. So they are the ones that they need to be worrying about. Watch this right here, family. Africans now are accepting illegals.
ICE have now started deporting people to Africa for detainment. 8 men in the custody of ICE were told that they were being moved to an ICE detainment center in Louisiana from Texas, only to their shock to find out that they later arrived in Djibouti. The men were held for weeks in shipping containers, shackles on their hands and their legs. This weekend, they were expelled to South Sudan, another country they have no ties to. This deception is highlighting the lengths at which U.S. under Trump's advisement will go to start deporting people to third-party countries under this entire ICE immigration lockdown.
Third-party countries. Lock that in, fam. Here we go. While all the Pan-Africans and all the Caribbeans are always worrying about us, look at how they selling each other out. They mad at Black Americans for simply saying this ain't our fight. We standing down. But family, we're not out there accepting deportees. We're not out there making deals. Who's making deals? FBA or Africans? Look how much they selling each other out.
Lawyers for the 3 men said that once they resisted, they were told, you're going to Louisiana. Don't worry, we're not going to deport you anywhere else. And imagine boarding a plane in Texas, thinking you're going on an hour or 2 hour flight max to Louisiana, and you end up in Djibouti. We know that this administration has said that they're going to start deporting people to countries they have no ties to, which will then make them migrants 2 times over or immigrants 2 times over. Because if I immigrated to America, why would you make me an immigrant in Djibouti?
No. Black Americans, wait. I'm going to play this clip back real quick, family. Then I want to discuss something with you. Notice what he just said.
People to countries they have no ties to, which will then make them migrants 2 times over or immigrants 2 times over. Because if I immigrated to America, why would you make me an immigrant in Djibouti? Happy Friday. ICE have now started.
No. I'm going to tell you the grave mistake he's making right there, family. Watch this. He just said, why would they take a deportee from, say, Haiti or Jamaica, or say from Mexico, and send them to Sudan, send them to Nigeria, send them to Ghana, send them to Djibouti. He said, why would you make them a migrant 2 times over? I'm going to tell you why. Because them folks ain't going over there to be let loose into public. When you go over to Africa, you're going to jail. Listen to Black Alpha right now, family. We can fast forward to the wintertime, and we'll be right here on a Tuesday or Friday, and we'll be breaking it down. Hell, might F around on a Wednesday or Thursday, family. Them folks who are getting deported and ending up in Africa, you really think they're going over there to Africa, fam, to just be let loose into the population? Hell no. In Africa right now, Africans aren't accepting other Africans who are on the continent. You see, they're kicking out Nigerians everywhere. South Africans are walking around and just tearing down houses and unaliving other immigrants from inside of Africa. You really think they're going to take a deportee from America, send them over there, and just let them go? When you get deported and you end up in this third-party country, that's the new term, that's the flag term, your ass is going over there to go to jail. And you're going to be doing slave work, and you're going to be working for them damn governments. So basically, the African governments are making more slave trader deals with the United States of America. It went from selling your own family members to the Europeaner back in the transatlantic slave trade to now they're accepting deportees from the Europeaner right now in 2026. Ain't nothing changed but the numbers on the range, y'all. There you go. Your ass going to jail over there. You're going to be working the front line. They're going to be over there doing all types of hardship. Fam, all y'all tethers out there who've been making them TikTok videos and you've been hating on FBA and we ain't saying nothing. We just wake up exceptional. We go get money every day. We focus on foundational Black American affairs, foundational Black American business. We over here barbecuing, flipping hamburgers and steaks on the grill, not thinking about nobody. You was too worried about us. You better be worrying about Africa, because you're going to wind up in Africa some damn where in some type of African slave plantation. And do you really think all that hating on FBA was worth it? Do you really think so? You just officially been hit with your ABK, anti-Black karma. And the reason why Africans, Haitians, and Jamaicans can't ever say anti-Black karma, because me no Black. So if you ain't Black, then you can't get any ABK helping you out. But you can get ABK kicking you out. There they go. Family, watch that one. I'm telling you now. Watch that one right now, fam. That is about to get real in the field. And speaking of real in the field, how about the airfield? You know, like airports where they try to go to and try to fly away. They shutting that down as well. So we have the Hannibal Lecter tether. We have slave trader Africans who are going to take these people. Watch that. And now you also have these people getting snatched up in airports. So if somebody's going to fly you out of America, it ain't going to be Delta Airlines. It's going to be Tom Homan Airlines. Watch this.
Spokesperson for ICE says officers arrested Lorenzo Thompson, a Jamaican national, at Nashville International Airport. The agency says he legally entered the U.S. in 2021 with authorization to stay for 6 months, but remained in the country after that authorization expired. ICE says he was cooperative with ICE officers and taken into custody without incident, adding that he will remain in ICE custody pending immigration proceedings. This arrest comes amid heightened attention on ICE enforcement at airports. Earlier this week, ICE arrested a woman while she was boarding a Southwest flight in Denver.
Chantal, stop! Where are you? Help! Help!
The Department of Homeland Security says Chantal Rojas had overstayed her visa, which expired in January of 2025, and is now in custody pending removal proceedings. Alicia Dansker was at the airport with Rojas the day of the arrests and started recording when she saw what was happening.
As we turned around, 2 men sort of like hustled us into the jetway and someone pushed the door closed behind us. And then they said, you know, we're going to be really nice to you, but we have a warrant for your arrest and you have to come with us.
Regarding Thompson, Southwest's flight attendants union says it's now working with his family, his attorney, and their own legal counsel. The union says our priority is and always will be standing with and supporting our members. Spokesperson for ICE.
Damn. You believe you could fly, but I guess you found out that you couldn't. There you go, family. You see right there? I see it. You see it. We all see it. We all witness it. We all watching it. That right there, family, is exactly what we're talking about. Okay. So if you're talking about deportations, that's only one element. But if you're talking about a complete deportation maxing, like Tom Homan said, as you see right here on your screen, family, this is what we're talking about. Every single area you're starting to see these individuals get snatched up. There's literally nowhere to hide. They have made life inside of these borders so extremely difficult for all of these tethers, fam. There's nothing that they can do, nothing they can say, but accept it. They had their opportunity to lay it down. They had their opportunity to show respect. They had their opportunity to treat foundational Black Americans the correct way. So don't be mad when foundational Black Americans treat them the way that they asked for. And that is deportation. See, let me say this as well, family. Okay, let's make this crystal clear. Whenever they start saying things like they deserve this and they deserve that, you don't deserve anything other than the law. See, they want us to rewrite the law. They want us to literally just take the law and rewrite it for them. That's not going to happen. And if you see now that these individuals just ain't learning and they don't know how to be quiet and they still got FBA on the brain, then don't be upset when the people come knocking. Fam, look at these tethers right here. Look at them. This woman says, FBA, y'all better keep Haitians out your mouth. Getting deported, getting snatched up, and getting sent to everywhere on the earth, and still mad at us. She said, FBA, we better watch our mouth. Watch this.
Hi, Haitian American here. I just need to know, what's the beef y'all have with my people?
Things here, and the Haitian people are trying to act like they're the African Americans that have been here, born and raised here. They're trying to portray themselves as a Black American.
And I was raised here. You feel like somebody act like a Black American? I was raised here. I was born and raised here. I'm first generation American. What is you talking about? I act American. I act like where I'm from. But I could switch it up. But all Haitian people do not act like this. Talking about, oh, they living off of your tax dollars. Most of the Haitians I know, they come to this country, they work hard for their kids, and they make sure that their kids go to college. They come here, they become home health aides, CNAs, all this doctors.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Nope. You come here, and the majority of them get on social programs. You get on social programs, fam. We have already debunked that lie that they come over here and they're living so good. Nice try. The average immigrant comes over here and is on social service programs.
Their kids, and they make sure that their kids go to college. They come here, they become home health aides, CNAs, all this doctors. They go through mad in the workplace to make a living in America where they couldn't do in Haiti. They come to America and they on the American people. And I feel like that's why the y'all mad. And I'm so sick and tired of y'all always on my people, bro. Y'all always on my people. Leave Haitian people the alone. Leave them the alone. What is you talking about? Haitian.
I'm gonna tell you what we're talking about. We talking about that deportation of your people. The fact that you don't want to talk about deportation because deportation is coming for you. Fam, still talking about FBA. They ain't gonna learn, y'all. They ain't gonna learn. They still worried about us, fam. Still worried about Black Americans, and they are literally facing deportation. Listen, let me say something. Don't be mad at FBA when we say we don't give a damn that you getting deported, because you don't give a damn about getting deported. Because in the face of deportation, you still making TikTok videos about FBA. You still lying through your tether teeth about FBA. You're still consumed with hating on foundational Black Americans. Listen here, Haitians. You got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger problems. FBA is not an issue. FBA don't worry about nothing you talking about. You better be worrying about ICE. But what it shows you, family, is that they got aggression for foundational Black Americans. They have no aggression for Mr. or Mrs. Mayo. Mr. or Mrs. Mayo can say and do anything they want to a Haitian, and a Haitian will do this. Foundational Black Americans can mind our own business, and Haitians will go get on the internet and make a TikTok video. We see where your energy lies. We see where your despise lies. And now you're going to have to lie in that Hannibal Lecter tether outfit while you go back home, because I'm still waiting for you to say something to her. but you ain't gonna say nothing to her because she is checking you, and that's mommy checking you. And when mommy checks you, oh, you can't stand that, can you? Nope, you can't. Fam, we put it all on the line today. Oh, fam, let me tell you something. Brothers and sisters. We putting it all on the line today. Every single lie that these people tell, we exposing them. Every single alibi or justification they come up with, we exposing them, fam. Everybody knows the truth. They love mayo, and they got a problem with black folks, fam. Anywhere where cake soaping and skin bleaching is sky high, that population doesn't like blackness. And we just happen to be the most black people on the planet. So, i.e., they got a problem with us, and they want to be next to the dominant society. But the dominant society don't want them next to them. So the dominant society is deporting them. They got to go back home or Africa or wherever the hell you land. And foundational black Americans, business as usual. And we shutting down every single lie that they come up with. Look at the screen right here, family. This is one that they don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it because we talk about things that they don't want to speak on. 61% of illegal immigrant households use welfare. Children are the main coded for aid. Damn. Look at that right there, fam. Look at it, y'all. Oh, this little lie that these people come over here and they do so good and they get so many resources and they're living better than us. We shutting all that down. When the hell did that become a thing, by the way, too? Let me ask y'all a question, black Americans. The whole immigrants do better than America thing, didn't that really just start with delineation? That really started in this generation, didn't it? I know I got some baby boomers and some Gen Xers in here. Y'all help me out a little bit, okay? Because I want to get straight to the core of this, all right? Let's get to the brass tacks. Because I'm old enough to remember when it was illegals come here, they put their heads down, and they just work. I'm not used to this whole illegals come to America, and they just outclass American citizens. That's relatively new. I didn't start seeing that until delineation. That's when they started really hitting us with that. How do you know that's a byproduct of delineation? Because notice when they talk about outclassing Americans, they always talk about outclassing black Americans. They don't ever pull that shit on W's. You notice that, fam? They'll never come here and talk about the W's and say how they outclass them. They'll never say that to Megyn Kelly. They'll never say that to Stephen Miller or J.D. Vance. Nope. They only pull that stuff on us. We work better and we work harder than black folks. They mimic and regurgitate the pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Think about that, fam. White folks said pull yourself up by the bootstraps in the 1950s. And tethers are saying that to us in the 2020s. Don't tell me that ain't mommy and daddy that they watching. Y'all absolutely right. I see y'all in the chat. Absolutely correct. Okay, y'all remember that too, fam? They never used to say that back in the day. This whole lie that immigrants work so hard that clearly that picture on your screen debunks that statement that clearly has been proved as a lie. That's something relatively new. They never started that. Okay, you said during the Obama era. Okay, appreciate that. I'm taking everything y'all say, fam. I'm rocking with you guys. I'm rocking with you guys, family. Yeah, I remember they come over here. They work hard, but they're real quiet. They put their head down. They're model citizens. I remember that, y'all. Now it's this thing where they come over here and they just outdoing everybody. And we need to be thankful for them. Nah, bro. That's all cap. That's all lie. And they don't like the fact that we exposed. Let me tell you something, fam. The truth speaker, foundational black Americans, we're always going to be the enemies to the lies. Okay. And that's all they do is they tell tether ass lies. Okay. Like they got a hairline, lie. Okay. Like they actually use deodorant, lie. Okay. Like they ain't musty, lie. And we just expose all their lies. And that's something that they've been lying about for quite some time that we put it into, family, so everybody sees it. There's another thing that they've been running around here really caping on. See, I remember also back in the day when immigrants would come over here, and do you remember they used to tell us how great America was and we should be thankful for America? Remember that, fam? It was, you guys don't understand how bad it is back home. You Americans have it so good. Remember the you got it so good immigrants back in the old days? Somehow, family, that turned into the America so bad. That's what it is, fam. And that's a byproduct of delineation. See, delineation is rooted in lineage pride. Lineage pride is rooted in the United States of America because we built it. So they want to kick this thing of anti-Americanism. Immigrants back in the day, they used to talk about how great America was. They're like, proud to be an American, all that stuff. This thing now where we built America, America belongs to us. We'll ruin the economic, social structure if we leave. That's all, like you said, that's Obama era talk. That ain't our era at all. So we're going to go ahead and get on that one. And they're mad because we expose it. You come up with it, we going to expose it. And fam, since we're in here exposing folks and we in here exposing every single thing out here, let's expose this even a little further, fam. So the fact that these individuals is getting cut off, gone, you're done for. You can't say nothing. You ain't got nothing. It's a wrap for you. That right there has got them in a uproar. But if you remember, Donald Trump told them folk that he was coming for them, and they decided they want to talk about us.
Hundreds of thousands of migrants, including several thousand here locally, are questioning what comes next in their legal U.S. status.
The temporary protected status expired on Monday, and it affected the Haitian community here in Springfield. 2 News reporter Avery Feldman is live up in Clark County this morning, breaking down what we know so far. Avery.
Caleb, Kelly, around 12,000 Haitian migrants here in Springfield lost their work authorization last week, and now with TPS's expiration yesterday, they may be at risk of removal. Right now, the judge that initially ruled against the government's motion to effectively end TPS for Haitians back in February has the case again in front of her, though experts say she does not have many options. A Supreme Court ruling late last month allowed the Trump administration to proceed with plans to end TPS, which impacts over 300,000 Haitians in the U.S. The Department of Homeland Security sent us a written response as to what comes next, reading in part, quote, ICE enforces the law as written. What makes someone a target for immigration enforcement is whether or not they are illegally in the U.S. Full stop, end quote. The Department of Homeland Security also tells us anyone who does not self-deport will not be able to return, but the Haitian Support Center...
That right there, family. If you don't self-deport, you can't return. Man, they done flipped over every rock, y'all. Every single rock. They saying now, if your ass does not self-deport, then you can never come back. Oh, fam, they may have made it clear now to where self-deportation will be rewarded by you having the opportunity to return. So all the people who want to go underground, all the folks who want to go hide, all the folks who want to duck under tables and stuff like that, family, now they're going to get punished for all of that. Now, if your ass decides that you want to get away from this and evade the system and think that you're going to win, no, you in for a whole bigger problem.
Says there is no way of knowing who could be detained, even if someone has a pending asylum case.
At the end of the day, no one knows exactly what's going to happen, like the 27th, whether there's going to be like another extension, because talking about like the law, all these things, they are like so stretchy, like you don't really know exactly. That's why you cannot speculate or you cannot predict things.
I can predict everything, fam, because we've already predicted it. If you want to know the truth, come talk to a foundational Black American. We'll give you the truth because we've been calling all this out, ain't we? Family, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. You're going to see some of the most viral deportation videos of Haitians. And I'm probably starting this week because they're ramping up their efforts to go get them straight up and down. Fam, you see it right there on your screen, fam. They coming after them. CBS News exclusive says ICE is preparing deportation operations targeting Haitians. Fam, they're targeting these people off rip, off top. They coming to get them. Now you're going to start to really see what it's really truly hitting for. So all of them that was talking real reckless, you're going to see some viral videos coming down the pike, fam, where these people are going to be running, they're going to be hiding, they're going to be trying to jump over things, but they're not going to be able to escape. That's what's going to end up happening. And family, remember they were talking about debanking them and defunding them and taking away everything they got? Watch this right here, family. This is what I'm talking about. All those little back channels where they're going to try to go around the bank system. No, this goes for all these illegals. I suspect and expect that the same exact things that are current to the Haitians will trickle over to the Mexicans, will trickle over to the Venezuelans, will trickle over to the Asians, and all of them. If you're illegal in the United States of America, you watch this. This has got your name on it. They're getting rid of Venmo and Zelle for undocumented people. Watch.
Why undocumented people might not be able to use Zelle or Venmo anymore. So last week, while I was on vacation, the Trump administration issued an executive order that is going to change the banking system once it's fully implemented. It will seriously limit undocumented people's ability to use Zelle or Venmo, because if they do excessively and they have no status in the United States and they used a non-US passport to start their bank account, what it will do is it will trigger what's called enhanced due diligence. So normally when you create a bank account, all you really need is your name, date of birth, and address, and some ID number, a matricula or your foreign passport. Those have all been acceptable. But now under this executive order, what will happen is using a foreign passport or having an ITIN number will little by little degrade your rating with the bank. And if it degrades far enough, meaning used an ITIN plus you registered with a non-US identification, plus other factors, then you will eventually reach what's called enhanced due diligence. Once an account has reached enhanced due diligence, there's no choice by the bank. They have to launch an investigation into you. They have to verify where your funds come. One of the things that they will look at that will also get you to enhanced due diligence, apart from your foreign passport that you use to create the bank and an ITIN, is you're receiving repeated payments from peer-to-peer platforms such as Zelle or Venmo, because undocumented people receive money that way through Zelle or Venmo. If you see that, then it means that you might not have work authorization. Another thing they'll look at is if you do a lot of cash deposits, because that also signals that you do not have work authorization.
Fam, a lot of times this is how these people get paid. Fam, this is a mechanism on which a lot of illegal immigrants get paid. They'll get these little Venmos, little cash apps, fam, and that's how their employers who hire them illegally will pay them. Trust me, the Department of Homeland Security has went through and combed over all of this. Now they're stopping them from getting paid through back channels. Again, there's every single element these people are getting shut down at.
Now, once that's happened, once you have been placed in EDD, they have to verify where your funds are coming from. Otherwise, they are no longer in compliance with the Bank Securities Act and the Patriot Act. It means that they have huge fines if they don't do it. And so they have to ask you, well, what is your status and what is your work authorization in order to verify the source of funds? If they are unable to verify the source of funds, then they have to, by law, freeze your account in order to stop you because they're treating you as a transnational criminal, or they have to file a SARS, a suspicious activity report.
Stop. Listen to those words, fam. Expect some terroristic charges starting to get applied to illegal. Listen to what he said, fam. He said Patriot Act. So a lot of these backdoor avenues that they're using is in direct violation of the Patriot Act. And if we know how petty the president of the United States of America is, do not be surprised if some of these illegal dealings spill over into terroristic behaviors. Watch it, fam. It starts with this and it ends with that.
Compliance with the Bank Securities Act and the Patriot Act. It means that they have huge fines if they don't do it. And so they have to ask you, well, what is your status and what is your work authorization in order to verify the source of funds? If they are unable to verify the source of funds, then they have to, by law, freeze your account in order to stop you because they're treating you as a transnational criminal, or they have to file a SARS, a suspicious activity report with FinCEN, which is the criminal investigation unit of the Treasury Department. So for that reason, it's going to be very, very tricky for undocumented people to do transactions once this executive order goes through. Why undocumented people might not be able to use Zelle or Venmo anymore.
Because you can't escape ICE. There you go, family. That right there. Listen to the wordplay, fam. And right now, with everything that's going on with Donald Trump's assault on all of these illegal immigrants, it's all about the words. We know the system of supremacy, because we're the only warriors against the system of supremacy. So we know it better. The first thing they start doing, fam, is moving around the terminology. Once the terminology starts getting maneuvered, then you're going to start seeing them have different forms of attacking these people. They're going to start using the Patriot Act. It's going to pop up more, fam. And if you guys remember, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they were already throwing this out there about how illegal immigrants technically are coming to America on some terroristic Patriot Act violations. We kind of already heard that, right? Now they want to up the ante, fam. Another word they're going to start using is a word that they've been using socially, but they're going to start using politically, and that's invader. See, when you label someone as an invader, or you label people who come across the border as an invader, they slide right on into the military aspect. Again, the Patriot Act. So you're going to start hearing the Patriot Act get ramplified further and further every day. And then you're going to also start to hear invader, invader, invader. How do you know this, fam? Because they're already doing it. You know Black Alpha going to say it, and I'm going to show it. Look at this right here, fam. They're already saying we got to stop these invaders on a political level.
All 9 Supreme Court justices agree on is that the babies of invaders into our country are not eligible for birthright citizenship. So we don't need a constitutional amendment. We can pass a simple bill in Congress that declares an invasion at the southern border. We've done it, by the way, we've declared pirates, Nazi spies in the past as invaders into our country.
Listen to who he just said. Pirates and those spies over there. Listen to who he just put illegal immigrants into. He's putting them in the same category as spies, as pirates, and as the N.A. you-know-what people. Watch, fam. Here we go. It's about to get real hot.
We've declared pirates, Nazi spies in the past as invaders into our country, yet the number of illegals, the tens of millions of illegals that have come into our country is so greater and such a bigger threat to the future of our country than either of those types of invaders. So declare an invasion and then declare that the babies of those invaders are not eligible for birthright citizenship. That's what my bill, Brandon Gill, introduced it in the House. It's simple. It's got a substantial amount of support. And it would ban birthright citizenship for illegals. I think truly an existential threat to the United States of America. All 9
existential threat. Add that to the fray. Here we go. Listen to these words, fam. Listen to the terminology that they use, and it tells you everything you need to know right there, fam. You heard spies, you heard Yahtzees, you heard existential threat, invaders. See, think about it, fam. He was talking about if you come across the border, you're an invader. Therefore, if you have a child, you are the child of an invader. Man, they don't even want the term illegal alien no more. They don't want migrant no more. They don't want refugee. Just call them an invader, because an invader you can put down on paper and you can be hostile towards them based on the Patriot Act and based on the military stance. That is what they're doing right there, fam. Listen to the words he was talking about, and that bill that they're trying to push forward on top of the anchors away, on top of them trying to end birthright citizenship for people who are born on territories. There's been about 5 different laws that have already been written, already been crafted. Now they're just going to go in. The midterms are going to be very, very important, because I'm telling you now, if a lot of the true to life MAGA Republicans end up winning, half of those are going to get pushed right through. And think about it, fam. Say they got 5, say 2 of them. That's going to be detrimental. Say they got 5, they get 3 of them. Say if they got 5, they get all 5. It's going to get real in the field more than it already is real. And on top of all of that, you see Tom Homan talking about deportation maxing. So all of that has the recipe for being hell for a tether. But Tether's already made their hell in their homeland, so they're quite used to it. FBA don't give a damn. Not my problem. Stand down. Y'all check this out even furthermore, fam. When I tell everybody that we, as certified foundational Black Americans, is, doing our own thing, and we focus on what we focus on, and these problems ain't our problems, family. Remember when they were jumping for joy about birthright citizenship, and they was running around here and they was talking about we good to go, we got our kids here, and we kept saying, yeah, your kid may have birthright citizenship for as long as they are until they're classified as invaders. But guess what, y'all? These individuals, they think that meant they could stay. Okay, like your baby can stay, but your ass got to go. Fam, they getting all the damn family together. Look at this right here, fam. They pulling up on these damn immigration hearings, and when they get them at these immigration hearings, family, they taking the whole damn family. Watch this, fam. A Haitian family got pulled up on, and they said, are you going to just take one? They said, no, we're taking all of them. Watch.
All in there? Huh? Want to take them all in there? Yeah, let's take them all in this server. We just want them. We're going to separate them. The next one. Take them still. You want to go down to 10?
Yeah. You guys are taking all the kids down there?
Yeah, we're just getting one of them. We're just separating.
Right. I mean, I think you can separate them out now, not take them down to 10.
We'll take them down to 10.
That's crazy.
Took the whole damn family, fam. Whole damn family going.
You want to go down to 10?
You guys are taking all the kids down there?
Yeah, we're just getting one of them. We're just separating.
Alright. I mean, I think you can separate them out now, not take them down to 10.
We'll take them down to 10.
That's crazy.
Door closed. Door closed, family. That's what they do. They closing the doors on them, ain't they? They literally closing the doors on them. Damn. The feelings is over with. Ain't nobody on no feeling stuff, fam. Everybody out here in these streets needs and they playing for keep. They playing for keep, fam. They playing for keep. So at this situation, at this point in time, you ain't got no business talking about foundational Black Americans. You ain't got no issues talking about foundational Black Americans. See, fam, it looks very hypocritical for somebody to be facing all of these ICE deportations, these max deportations, these assaults back to you. Then how come I see 100 more videos about FBA who ain't saying nothing? Remember, y'all, we're saying stand down. We're saying it's not our fight. Can I translate stand down and it's not our fight? Let me translate that for you. Let me give you my FBA translation. Stand down means I don't care. It's not my fight means I don't give a damn, which means I'm just going to be silent and not say nothing. Notice they're always mad at foundational Black Americans like we're saying something to them, but everything we're saying is that of silence. We're simply saying your issues aren't my issues and we're not focused on what you got going on. That's simply what we're saying. And you can get mad all you want to. And they still making videos hating on foundational Black Americans, y'all. I mean, literally, it's coming out the phrase, coming out the woodwork. They want to look like us. They want to talk like us. They want to be us. But you can never see us. Fam, watch this right here. You got Mo and Mo of them talking Mo and Mo reckless, where they going to get Mo and Mo deported.
I hate that. Like, I've been debating to make this video because I feel like every time I come to like make a rant, it's like something negative, and I'm not a negative person at all. But I just keep seeing stuff that like bothers me. Like ignorance disturbs me. Like it bothers me, and I've been seeing a lot of videos like and conversation about diaspora wars between Black people, specifically because the conversation has began about the TPS status being over because of the Trump administration. And I've been seeing like I can show you guys. But yeah, comments like these are being made, stuff like this, and all of these comments are coming from African Americans, and us Black Americans ain't helping.
There, look, fam, we ain't helping. What's wrong with that? We're just telling you where we stand. We ain't helping. See, fam, they're not really mad at us because we're doing something to them. They're mad at us because we're not helping them. That's what it is. Fam, what's wrong with us saying Black Americans ain't helping? There's nothing wrong with that. That's us being honest and being truthful. There you go. You should thank us.
LOL, I'm glad I'm Black American. And ignorance.
I'm glad I'm Black American. What's wrong with that? Look how they get mad about nothing, y'all. Just say what it is, Mrs. Papa Doc. You mad because foundational Black Americans ain't saving you from ICE. You mad because we ain't replacing you with ICE.
It's like this bothers me to the highest extent because I don't think you guys realize how stupid you sound. You guys sound so slow. You guys sound so dense. Like, I can't believe some of these people that I see in these comments graduated high school. I know for damn sure you couldn't have gone to college.
How's the colleges in your homeland? Oh, you ain't got none. Hell, how are the preschools in your homeland? Oh, you ain't got those either. Shit. Do you got anything in your homeland? No? Oh, damn. Sounds like a personal problem.
Because it makes no sense to me. My main thing about this entire conversation, and because of course the whole TPS status being ended pisses me off on its own, because if you do even the slightest little bit of research about Haiti, it's in a bad place. It's been a very bad place for very long years. They're being ran, the country's being ran by gang organizations. There's a lot of little boys, young teenage boys that have no choice but to join these groups because they need to.
Okay, then why are you talking about Black Americans? Fam, she's sitting there telling you Haiti's no good, we ain't got nothing, it's terrible over there, but you're talking about us. Literally, you're proving our point. But you wouldn't understand that because they don't teach that at the University of Mud Pies.
To feed their family, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Haitian myself. My mother's Haitian. My father's Haitian. Both of my parents are Haitian. I have family members that live in Haiti. They live in fear because of they own a large piece of property and they live in fear every day because of what's going on. And to see African Americans express excitement about this situation is so disheartening because I live in Miami, and I'm Haitian, but I was born in America, so I'm Haitian American. I've lived around African Americans, I've lived around Haitians. I've been indulged into both cultures, and we're really not that different in my personal.
Stop. No, there you go, fam. And then it goes all the way back around to we not really different, still trying to clean it up. You're still trying to clean it up, ain't you? And you want to clean it up because at the end of the day, you know you need Black Americans. Remember that, family. They'll only go as far as they can because they still need us. That's why after every little side backhand statement they make, y'all, they always end with, but we the same though, right? Ain't we technically all one? We technically all, no, ain't no damn technicalities, no nothing. Ain't no anything with us and you. You are a Haitian. You have a homeland. You're going back to your homeland, and we gonna stay in our homeland. This is what it is. That's your problems. Notice that though, fam? Notice that? It always goes back around to it. See, fam, we know the whole Tether script is played out, it's done for, it's over with, go home. Go home, leave, get deported. We don't care. At the end of the day, fam, there's no talk. There's no talk with these people. You already know what it is. You ain't gonna win with these folks, fam. They're gonna lie and they want what you got. They want to take what you got. They want to bring their diaspora dysfunction and dump it on foundational Black Americans. And foundational Black Americans, we reject your deposit. Access denied, you can have all of that. That's what we standing on, fam. These individuals literally want what foundational Black Americans have, fam. They want to replace us. They want that to be us getting deported. They despise the fact that foundational Black Americans are the only first world Black people. They despise the fact that we love being Black. They despise the fact that we can point to something that we built. We can point to achievements. We can point to accomplishments. We can point to greatness. They can't do none of that. Fam, when you bring up Haiti to a Haitian, do they ever bring up anything on a national scale or a world scale? Or do they bring up how bad it is to go back home? When you bring up Jamaica, do they ever talk about anything on a world scale or a national scale? Or do they talk about how dangerous it is? Same with an African, fam. Now you bring it on over here to America. When you start talking about FBA, every time you bring up foundational Black Americans, you got to bring up everything that we've done. You got to bring up how we built the United States of America. We got that over the same master that you love so much. Fam, can Black Alpha tell y'all one of the main problems they have that they cannot understand and they just hate it? They don't like the fact that the people they love, the W's, we're the ones who built this land that the W's had to flee to. Yeah, they don't like that part, family. Oh, that right there burns them, y'all. You got to understand, they look at the W with revere. They love the W. They don't like the fact that we built the United States of America and it is our byproduct and not Mr. Mayo. They want to give that to Mr. Mayo, fam. It literally upsets them. They feel like, how could Black Americans build America instead of Mr. Mayo? They want Mr. Mayo to be the person who built America. They want Mrs. Miracle Whip to be the person who built America. When they got to accept the fact that the greatness of this country comes from Black Americans and not the Mayos, and the Mayos are their mommy and daddy, oh, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. Fam, there's about 20 different backhanded ways in which these people despise us. They want to dump all deportations on us because they wish it was us, not them. They want to say that America belongs to the Mayos because they want it to be them, not us. They want to say that foundational Black Americans are mean to them because in reality, foundational Black Americans ain't got a cape for them. It all goes back to these people despising FBA. And they're mad because we calling it out. The games are over, y'all. We're not playing the games with these people. It is clear right now, straight up. And anybody, and I mean this, family, anybody who gets on one of these cameras and talks to you and tells you a story about how these illegals love Black Americans so much, those people are ops and they're trying to hijack you. Remember that, fam. Remember that, lock that in. I'm going to tell you the truth, fam. It is clear. We done got our verdict. We done came to a determination and we got our conclusion to the story. Tethers despise foundational Black Americans and foundational Black Americans step right over their ass because we got business to attend to. They don't. Let me show y'all even further the business that we got to attend to that they asses can't come up with. Fam, look at your screen right now. There was a person that we was G-checking and regulating just a few days ago. Y'all know the man who can barely talk and has been running around here pretending to get justice for black folks, pretending to give a damn about what we're doing, pretending that he's down with us. Y'all know, Mushmouth Crump, Mr. Ambulance Chaser, look at him. He's saying, Trayvon, we gonna give you a helmet tag. There's a helmet tag in there, Mike Brown. If you just tell black folk go home, we'd be good. Family, a lot of y'all questioning his lineage. A lot of y'all are questioning Benjamin Crump's lineage, and a lot of people asked me to address it, so we're going to address this right now, fam. Dude lineage is very suspect. Somebody said the other day, they said his eyes is too separated to be a black American. Damn. They had me laughing for about 5 hours. Fam, did y'all see who he came out and just supported, which makes his lineage look even more in question? And then we started talking about where his people are from. And some people said Carolina, some people said this. I just know one thing. Florida is a haven for Caribbeans. And Florida is also a haven for CAPS, Caribbean African people. Fam, look who Benjamin Crump just came out and endorsed down in Florida. Watch this.
The next great congressman from the state of Florida, and his name will be Luther Campbell.
I'm Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump, often referred to as Black America's Attorney General. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, went to high school at South Plantation High School. My dad still lives in Parkway. We want to make sure we have a strong advocate from our community who understands our culture.
Our community? Our culture? Fam, is he talking about Black America? Or is he talking about Caribbean? Florida? Our culture? Two-Tooth Luke? Fam, this looks like two tethers.
Make sure we have a strong advocate from our community who understands our culture to go fight for us in the United States Congress. So make sure you go vote for Uncle Luke Campbell for Congress on August 18th.
Oh no, dog. Certifieds, talk to me, brothers and sisters. Fam, that looked like some real tether energy. That looked like the two tether crew. That looked like the two live tethers. Fam, I thought that he was from South Carolina. This Florida and Fort Lauderdale, that's new to me. That's new to me, dog. I never heard none of this, fam. That's very new to me. I had no clue, y'all. That looks very, very, very skeptical.
Want to make sure we have a strong advocate from our community who understands our culture to go fight for us in the United States Congress. So make sure you go vote for Uncle Luke Campbell.
How many of y'all gonna vote for him? Y'all gonna vote? How many of y'all got that on, fam? Y'all gonna vote for Two-Tooth Luke? Two-Tooth Luke said he wants your vote. There you go, fam. Yeah, a lot of foundational Black Americans is side-eyeing this right here. A lot of us is looking at this and going, wait, hold up one damn minute. That looked very, very suspicious. But that's exactly what we're talking about, family. So you see how two tethers of a feather gonna flock together? Fam, do you expect anybody who is supporting Luther Campbell or AKA Two Tether Luke or the Two Tether Luke crew? Do you expect any of them to ever try to go get any form of justice for foundational Black Americans in these cases? Hell to the no. That ain't on the docket. That ain't down the pipe. That ain't for nothing, y'all. So this is why we was calling out Benjamin Trump and Al Sharpton and all of them. Ain't nobody standing on none of that, y'all. Hell to the no. Ain't nobody standing on any of that because we know these individuals are anti-foundational and you mess around, you're going to get tether energy. Yeah. So this man is endorsing Luke. Fam, this shows you even further the type of time that these individuals are on. And it ain't certified time, and it damn sure ain't FBA time. So the paperwork is in question the same way that damn milk dud is in question. Yeah, the same way that damn tether gap is in question. Very, very suspicious things going on out here in the United States of America. And it's our job to certify foundational Black Americans to call it out. And guess what, y'all? When we call them out, oh, they get mad. And family, speaking of getting mad, now you got tethers coming out here, and these tethers are saying things along the lines of they got more allegiance to America than their homeland. What do I always tell y'all, fam? The last case of these people is when they start to turn on each other. When they start pointing them damn fingers, fam, then you know what it is. Look at this dude right here, fam. This man right here, he said he is loyal to America. He said he's loyal to America. Fam, are they trying to weasel their way in? Watch this.
See, brother, I have nothing in common with an Arab nation. American government that funded my education. Throughout my 5 years in college, American government paid for everything. The amount it costs for my college tuition. For 5 years I was in college is more than $300,000. $300,000. What about my security? What about my housing? Come on, you're telling me I should support Iran. Are you mad? Are you mad? What common interest do I have with an Arab nation? What common interest?
Hey, I see you in the chat. What'd you say? I'm American, nigga. Hey, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I'm American, nigga. I'm American, nigga.
If people want to unfollow me, go ahead and unfollow me. I don't care. My loyalty is to America. Don't come to my page and tell me what to talk about. Oh, bro, don't talk about football. Oh, bro, don't talk about this. Oh, don't talk about that. Oh, I should not highlight the good things America have done in my life. What did Africa do for me? What did Nigeria do for me?
They turning on each other. Here we go.
What did they do for me? America paid for my 5 years of schooling over here. That cost almost $300,000 US. And yet someone is telling me I should support Iran. Go punish you. Go punish you. You know how this country have blessed me and my family. My loyalty is to America. That's it. My loyalty is to America. Don't come here and tell me to support no damn Iran. Fuck Iran.
You still ain't American, bro. Hell no. And get some damn chapstick. Damn, get some oil or something. Shit.
My loyalty is to America. And no one should come on my page and tell me what to say. I don't give a damn who you are. A lot of people are dying in Nigeria because of boundary and bad insecurity. Someone is coming in to tell me I should support Iran. That means we have something in common. The West oppression. Shut up. Shut up. God bless America.
No, he tried to hit us with it. God bless America, nigga. God bless the home of the brave. Hell no. You don't know nothing about it. Fam, that's because of delineation. See, delineation now got these people trying to make it look like they're American and they're down. They're really trying to mimic us. They're doing what we do, family, okay? Because once again, we've made it poppin' to stand on FBA business. And FBA business is American business. So therefore, fam, they're trying to get a part of it now. He's trying to I love America way in, okay? And then trust me, once he gets in there, fam, then he's going to start trying to hit everybody with the, well, we's all black, brother. And technically, I'm an FBA. He's trying to migrant into America and then migrant into the lineage. You can't migrant into a lineage. It don't work that way. Mr. Mutombo, you Mutombo today, you Mutombo tomorrow, and no matter how much you say you love America, you're going to be a Mr. Mutombo, or maybe a Mrs. Mutombo forever. Fam, let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about. Check this out, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, it's getting real. It's getting real, fam. We creating a lot of dysfunction out here in the world today. Yes, we are. Now you got Africans out here saying they lazy, saying they only work hard when they flee. I'm not making this up, y'all. Watch.
In our own country, we are proud to be lazy in South Africa.
What about the people that say that foreigners are more hardworking and South Africans don't work that hard? What do you have to say to them?
The foreigners are hard workers down in South African. But even the South African, when they go to Zimbabwe, they are going to be a hard worker because it's not their comfortable zone. In Zimbabwe, the Zimbabweans are not hard worker in Zimbabwe. The Angolian in Angola, they are not a hard worker. Even our people here in South Africa, you can see them in Europe, you can see them in other countries. They are the hard workers. Here in South Africa, we have a right. That is the thing that the other people, they said we are lazy. We are lazy because when I'm sick, I'm going to take a day off. If my child is sick, I'm going to take a day off. If one of my family died, I'm going to take a day off. But that's why they use that word that we are lazy. We are lazy in our own country. We are proud to be lazy in South Africa than to be lazy in other countries. We are lazy in our own country.
This man just said they proud to be lazy. I thought they said that about us. Now they saying they proud to be lazy, fam. What the hell are we seeing?
We are proud to be lazy in South
Africa. These people are selling each other out quick, fam. We are proud to be lazy. Lazy and proud. I will be lazy for life. So all that talk about FBA really applies to you. All that hating on foundational Black Americans really applies to you. And all that wishing to be a foundational Black American apparently and clearly applies to you because you can't apply it to us. Let me show y'all the difference between the way they think and the way we think. The way they move, the way we move. FBA and those people couldn't be further apart. We stand on FBA certified business, fam, and they proud to be lazy, apparently. Let me show y'all even further, fam. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when we hit the scene. People right now are going crazy. And you can thank foundational Black Americans for all that. FBA for all that, fam. This is what happens when we stand on certified business. We don't care. See, you're not seeing foundational Black Americans putting capes on for nobody, are you? Are you seeing foundational Black Americans put the cape on? Hell to the no. Because there ain't no capes to put on. We've seen the disrespect that people have. We've seen the way they insulted us. We've seen the way that they came around foundational Black Americans and thought we were supposed to do something for them. Well, family, as we said before, we'll say it again. ICE is on them. ICE illegals can't escape. Watch this, fam. The protection status, the max deportations, and them being targeted is on.
Reports say the latest ICE crackdown will target Haitians as more than 300,000 lose their temporary protection status, or TPS, with arrests and deportations potentially starting as early as today. The Haitian Times reports officials are expecting about 1,000 deportees per month. News Nation national correspondent Ryan Bass is live in Florida, which has some of the largest Haitian community. Ryan, what can we expect?
Yeah, Nick, nowhere is expected to feel an impact more than the state of Florida here. Today marks a pretty big turning point for hundreds of thousands of Haitians across the country because temporary protected status expires after the Supreme Court did clear the way for the Trump administration basically to end the program, which means that we're talking about roughly 300,000 people. That's about the size of, think, Orlando or Cleveland that could be in line for deportation if they don't have another path to temporary citizenship. Now, TPS, I should say, this program has been around for Haitians since 2010 and that earthquake that devastated the country, allowing them to legally live and work in the United States while Haiti recovered. Those protections have been extended several times since then. But last month, the Supreme Court cleared the way for the Trump administration to end the program. Borders are Tom Homan. He is defending the move, saying TPS was always meant to be temporary. The Trump administration argues that conditions in Haiti have improved enough to end those protections. But the State Department still considers Haiti too dangerous for Americans to travel to, saying that there is high crime and kidnappings. If ICE begins targeting Haitians who've lost temporary protected status, Florida is expected to see it more than anywhere else. More than half of Haitian TPS holders live here. Large populations also, though, are in New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, and also Indiana.
Damn! All across the country, right? All across the country. Y'all tell me where they gonna run to. Tell me where they gonna hide. Tell me where they gonna flee. Nowhere. There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. They got it mapped out all across, fam. Look at these numbers right now. Look at these numbers on your screen, fam. You're gonna see right there. Look at these encounters with Haitians, fam. Look how they have increased. Look at that right there, y'all. It went all the way up the line, and it's getting more and more. This is why every time you see Tom Homan, he got a big old smile on his face, because they understand that this is getting real. This is what he wanted. This is what he hoped for. This is what he asked for. Mass deportations, and these encounters have went up. In the same way your TikTok videos against FBA done went up, your damn encounters with illegal immigration officials done went up. So you ain't got no business talking about FBA now, do you? You should have been focused on that, and I'm going to bring that all the way back home, fam. Look at your screen. The more their videos against foundational Black Americans have went up, the more their ICE encounters have went up. So when foundational Black Americans say that they need to get their tether priorities in order, or them tethers is going back home and they better get their homeland in order, don't go blaming certifies. Y'all look at this right here. They still running their mouth, and FBA, we checking them. How many of y'all been seeing this Haitian lady running around here, right? Your people getting deported, snatched up left and right, and you still worried about us.
I'm going to say this to the FBAs who jump on my post and think they're saying something when they say T is for temporary. Like, baby, this is not Sesame Street. We all know T is for temporary, okay? We all know that. But let me tell you something, okay? Do you got a passport? Do you got a passport that says FBA? Haitians got Haitian passports. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to be sovereign. You got to have land. You got to have your own passport. You got to have your own country before you can talk about Haiti.
Look, I get, getting your look back if you feel away, if you feel like somebody disrespected you, you want to get your look back, but it's a little bit hard to flex when the place that you're flexing about is not a place that you're proud of.
That part.
It's kind of hard to flex when the place that you're flexing about is not a place that you want to live, right? So, you could say until you blue in the face, oh, well, Black Americans, y'all are not sovereign. Y'all are at the mercy of the entities above you. You guys don't have your own land. You guys don't have your own passports that say FBA on them. But sweetheart, doesn't have to say FBA on the passport because it says American, foundationally Black American. So it's already in the title. We're American, right? So this is our land. This is our country. Okay. So if you want to say that to make yourself feel better, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and get your look back. Do whatever makes you feel good. But that still doesn't negate from the fact that you are upset because you don't want to go back to the very place that you're trying to flex on us about.
I'm going to say this to the...
That's the bottom line right there. That's the bottom line right there. You don't want to go back to the place that your ass came from. But guess what? You are anyway. Supreme Court Trump administration stripped deportation protections from Syrians and Haitians. These are the first pictures of their asses landing back home. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. You gonna be all right. You gonna be okay. You gonna be straight. Pick your head up. We gonna need you to. Fam, what I love the most about everything going on is that foundational Black Americans are solely responsible. I am a certified foundational Black American, and I take sole responsibility for all of these people getting deported out of our country. Why do I take sole responsibility? Because these are the people who were placed solely in our communities. It was foundational Black Americans who stood up and ran these people out. If it wasn't for us delineating, nobody would be talking about deportations. These same folks would be in our same communities. They'd be waving them same flags and then telling us some same supremacist talking points that they learned from their Mayo, mommy, and daddy. So it's only necessary and it's only right and it's only formulaic that foundational Black Americans are the ones who are responsible for these people going home, and we doing it without a damn cape and without an F given. I love being a foundational, y'all, because whenever we stand up and we put it down, all these people got to leave town. And that's what's happening. And speaking of leaving town, fam, I'm still out there, fam. The reward is still out there, y'all. I'm telling y'all, all right? I heard they got a lifetime supply of mud pies for anybody that can lead to the appearance or the capture of this individual who was running their mouth calling us dirty Black Americans. We still ain't seen her. We still ain't found her. Ain't nobody looking. I'm just saying, fam, they offering mud pies and mud cookies. Somebody in the chat earlier said they got Red Cross rice. And ain't nothing nice. So if anybody has any information on this person, please let us know, because the mud hut is waiting on her and she's going that way. And we standing right here. Fam, it's always been this way. Certifieds was never going nowhere. We was always going to be on the line. We started calling out these people coming to our community being disrespectful. We started talking about these individuals milking and mooching off our system. We call them tethers. Next thing you know, everybody picked up on it. That's why whenever you hear politicians talking, they sound just like us. They're giving their version of what we call delineation. But it all starts with foundationals, number one. And fam, when I tell y'all there ain't no capes, and when I tell y'all we know the real truth about Haiti, enjoy this right here, foundational Black Americans. This is what you call foundational Black Americans don't give a F. Take your ass home.
I heard they've actually started deporting people. They actually making them go home, getting them away from us dirty Black Americans. And I'm not celebrating that. I'm really not. But I am going to pray for all those people. And my prayer is that you have a safe trip home. Bye.
With only 5 working business days before Haitians are no longer allowed to work in the USA, the ones that are on TPS and the ones that are not can't seem to leave Black Americans alone. So here we have somebody who thinks that instead of learning some history to show that Black Americans in the USA were actually having slave revolts, we were having slave revolts prior to their revolution, instead of just taking it and, leaving the narrative that we somehow had a pin location, a GPS navigation, a pigeon, a bird, a Twitter finger, or anything of the sort, who told us that they were having a revolution. So therefore we decided, oh yes, let's fight for our freedom, because our ancestors were just too slow to think of that minuscule mindset on their own. Now they want to switch the narrative like I knew that they were going to do. They can't run with the, well, you guys got the fighting spirit from us because you watched us on the fucking boob tube. Yeah, we're going to kick it old school just like that. No, now they want to say, oh, well, all your revolts were unsuccessful, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So which one was it before? You were going with the narrative that we were the ones who were somehow telepathically learning about your slave revolts, even though we have slave revolts all the way past the 1500s into the 1400s.
Talk that talk, fam. Ain't that what we say? How we learn from 1804, family, when we literally have slave revolts going back to the 1500s and the 1400s? And how we learn, fam, from the television that didn't exist, from Twitter that didn't exist, from the internet that didn't exist? FBA do FBA things. Keep on hating 1804 forward.
In this land, not that one. So now that narrative doesn't work. So now it's like, oh, well, those were unsuccessful. Well, let's see what the success looks like in Haiti from their slave revolt in today's news. Let's take a little look. Yikes. That looks scary, but while we're here, let's look at some education. Oh, and never mind that they had to pay France for that revolutionary freedom. Oh, you want to know how much they had to pay them? Well, let's take a little look. Yikes, that's a lot of dough, isn't it? Yeah, and then, oh, we're not done. And then let's not forget that you guys actually had to borrow from the banks in the United States. Now, keep in mind, the United States, they were not the ones who were, the colonizers. That was France and the British. And let's not forget also that the reason why y'all are here on TPS is because the United States decided to take some of y'all in after a natural disaster. Oh, okay. Yeah. But let's continue on the education. I just want to know, are these the warriors and the fighters that were back in the day, or is this a new breed? Let me know.
Bam! Here you go. 1804 forward.
Oh, what? Yeah. And let's just see, since you guys are fighters and builders and whatnot, let's just see what the neighborhood is looking like in Haiti.
Outside this compound is, effectively speaking, gangland. Inside, a tiny handful of the roughly 1.5 million Haitians who've been displaced by the violence of the gangs that have run throughout Haiti, and especially in the...
Stop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I got to get on my Petty Murphy time. Here we go, Black Americans.
What? Yeah. And let's just see, since you guys are fighters and builders and whatnot, let's just see what the neighborhood is looking like in Haiti.
They twerking for independence.
Outside this compound is, effectively speaking, gangland. Inside, a tiny handful of the roughly 1.5 million Haitians who've been displaced by the violence of the gangs that have run throughout Haiti, and especially in the capital for the last number of years.
I don't know if I would go trick-or-treating in that neighborhood, babes. That's a little too scary for my taste, But let's continue on with today's education, because I'm just really curious, absolutely curious. If you guys are warriors, fighters, and everything else, why are y'all getting online and crying because you don't want to go back to the land that you fought for? Why? Can somebody from the back of the class answer that? Can you answer that? Quickly, don't stutter either.
What does going back to Haiti look like?
For me and for many Haitians, it is a death sentence. To send me purposely to a situation where I'm gonna killed, I can be raped, I can be kidnapped, I'm not gonna give up.
Oh, and for the ones who want to say that slavery has ended and you guys fought for your freedom and stuff, why the fuck are y'all still participating in modern day slavery of children? So I guess was that revolution, like, was that just for the adults and not for the children? Because they have this thing called, now excuse my French, restavek, or whatever the hell you say.
Restavek, the phenomenon in Haiti of taking children. They don't talk about that though, do they, fam? The solidarity of turning into servitude. They don't talk about that though, family, do they? No. Restavik is in the Creole language means, stay with them, family. It means to take somebody and to turn them into servitude. Damn.
Basically it is where children, well, let's look at the document, because I don't know, Black Americans, would you ever lend your child out to a wealthy family for them to do chores in order for them to get an education? Now, I know so many of you like to get in Black Americans' comments and say that you come to the US and that you're harder workers and you're more intelligent and blah, 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 while still going to HBCUs, still benefiting off of scholarships, grants, and everything else that's set in place in institutions due to civil rights from Black Americans. So yeah, that's funny. But I just want to know, why are your warriors, fighters, and everything else, why are they making the news, international news, babe, for gangs? And I'm not talking about your regular, like, West Side gangs. I'm like, I don't know. Well, let's take a little look-see, boo.
Outside this compound is, effectively speaking, gangland.
Well, that's all I have for you, babes. But I know Amazon Prime Day is gone, but they do still have some type of deals if you're a Prime member. I'm not really sure if Haiti has Amazon. Maybe some of you guys can let me know that. But yeah, you might want to go to like Lowe's or Home Depot or one of those to get your boxes to scoot and skedaddle, because the whole boo-hoo-hoo crying on the internet talking about you don't want to go back to Haiti, but then you're in Black Americans comments talking about we aren't shit, and that you're degrading our history, the history that allows your asses to get here. Yeah, I guess it's backfiring. But, let me know once you get there. Drop a pin, babes. All right, Acadi's out.
Damn. There they go. Fam, receipt. G-check. Sit your ass down. Ain't no coming back from that one, fam. Those are the people who disrespect us, fam. We ain't taking no disrespect from nobody, especially somebody who got to look up to foundational Black Americans. People try to dress like foundational Black Americans, speak like foundational Black Americans. Those individuals who try to steal from foundational Black Americans, hijack foundational Black Americans. When you eating, you think about foundational Black Americans. When you sleeping, you're thinking about foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, we live rent-free in all these people's minds. And the little reverse tether psychology, where they always try to make it look like it's an us thing, it's a you thing, okay? And one thing foundational Black Americans do, fam, we know how to cancel, how to delete, and how to erase, okay? We can put your ass on the block button. You calling, you getting the FU button. Straight to voicemail and don't even leave a message. But I got a message for you. No longer are tethers going to come here from a third, fourth, fifth world country with all that type of famine and strife, all that tribalism, all that cake soap, mud pies, and mud huts, and disrespect the land that FBA ancestors built. No longer is that going to happen. So from delineation and deportation, a lot of separation, and a whole extra set of regulating will see your ass in that plane while your ass is going back to your mud hut because it waits for you. Certified foundationals, fam, and you still ain't said nothing to Megyn Kelly. And I'm going to keep on bringing up Megyn Kelly. You damn right I'm going to bring up Megyn Kelly, because you talked all that talk about foundational Black Americans. You was speaking on us every time we turned around, and you still ain't made a sound when Megyn Kelly comes around. So, yeah, we going to have to go ahead and address why you ain't address her, because she's sitting back somewhere and she's enjoying the show, and you ain't said a peep. But that's exactly what they do, because to talk about her means they be talking about their miracle with mama. All right. Certified FBAs know what it is. Fam, let me show you this as well. You know how we've been out here going list by list, person by person, check by check. Every single community that's disrespected us. Have y'all noticed that? Family, every community that has disrespected us, we done hit them with that damn blackout. They done got served. Now, you know they get served, because the next thing they do, they start pointing the finger at each other. They start saying, you did it. No, you did it. No, you did it. Fam, already do these people have tribalism. Already do these people have despise. But now what you're witnessing is some same individuals who were disrespecting foundational Black Americans are now pointing the finger at one another. Oh, yeah. Oh, it gets really, really real in the field. Fam, you can't run, you can't hide from anything that they're talking about. We know ICE is pulling up on them. We know that they got the eyes of every single Department of Homeland Security person watching them. We know that. But you know what else they're doing now, family? Now they're coming out and they're blaming each other. And why are they blaming each other? It's because they know that FBA is not coming to save them. So maybe perhaps they can try to save themselves. Fam, Haitians are coming out and they're going in on other Haitians. Watch this man right here. TPS Haitians and illegals made it hard for hardworking Haitian Americans. Uh-oh, fam. Now they blaming each other. Watch this.
The Zoe want to be out there, say, I'm Zoe Life, big flag doing like, listen, there's a video online. These, I forgot where he at. Was it Minnesota? These dudes out there with big shooting up in the air with Haitian flags everywhere. Goofy clown. Why would you be shooting there with a big Haitian flag? You're in America doing that shit. How does that even look? How? But then again, you got these dumb, you say, Zoe Life. You know what I'm saying? You dumb. You know what? I'm not going to say this, but I'm just saying. I get backlash because I speak like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just tolerate all that dumbass shit. Instead of telling them, like right now, it's not the time to be doing all this stuff outside. No, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's not the time to be doing all this. No. You want to play rap music in the background. Y'all want to act like y'all gangsters and thugs shooting big assault rifles up in the air and like in public. With rap music in the background, yeah, I'm big and bad, you dumb motherfuckers. The Zoe want to be out there, say,
whoa! Fam, are they Tether infighting? Are they Papa Doc infighting? Are they Kodak cracking it up? What's going on? Fam, it sound like they're their own problem. Sound like they got problems on the home front. Wink. What are we talking about?
Say, I'm Zoe Life, big flag doing like, listen, there's a video online. These, I forgot where he at. Was it Minnesota? These dudes out there with big shooting up in the air with Haitian flags everywhere.
Hey, notice he said they're acting like the African? Look at that, fam. Oh, diaspora dysfunction.
Where he at? I forgot where he at. Was it Minnesota? These dudes out there with big shooting up in the air with Haitian flags everywhere. Goofy clown. Why would you be shooting there with a big Haitian flag? You're in America doing that shit. How does that even look? How? But then again, you got these dumb, you say, Zoe Life. You know what I'm saying? You dumb. You know what? I'm not going to say this, but I'm just saying. I get backlash because I speak like this. Fam,
can you translate this? Basically, he's saying, y'all's is making it harder for me. And y'all's is gonna get ICE to deport me. Knock all that stuff off. I'm scared now. Why y'all come over here to America with all that crime? Why y'all come over here and make the block hot for other tethers? Why y'all got the Department of Homeland Security knocking at my door? Fam, the tethers is blaming each other. You only do that when you ran out of excuses. You only do that when you ran out of justifications and alibis. Now they scared. They blaming. They shook. They hooked, and it's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just tolerate all that dumbass shit. Instead of telling them, like right now, it's not the time to be doing all this stuff outside. No, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's not the time to be doing all this. No. You want to...
Why ain't it the time? Oh, because ICE is going to deport y'all. Got it.
Play rap music in the background. Y'all want to act like y'all gangsters and thugs shooting big assault rifles up in the air and like in public. With rap music in the background, yeah, I'm big and bad, you dumb motherfuckers. The Zoe want to be out there, say, I'm Zoe.
Damn, he was mad. Wasn't he mad, young? Was he mad? Was he mad, family? Do they got the deportation blues? Fam, they got the deportation blues. You snooze, you lose. There you go. Check it out. Here we go. Fam, everybody right now is melting down and they're fighting each other. Because they have uncertainty. Fam, this is the result of uncertainty. Delineation made it completely uncertain that you could ever come into our community as FBA and try to tilt your hat to the side and act like us. The whole they not like us wave has shut them down. And then on that side, you got Tom Homan, you got Stephen Miller, you got Donald Trump, you got all of the deportation folks, and they out there making block even hotter for you. So when you have the deportation and the delineation, the walls are closing in. Family, the walls are closing in on the same tethers that we've been dealing with for the last 10 years that have been coming over here and disrespecting us. And all we got to do is do this right here. We ain't got to do a damn thing, family. The work has already been done. We done already regulated, separated. We done already delineated. We done already stood on business. We done already pulled up, popped out. We done already showed them what time it is. So now we'll just let nature take its course. And that ain't the only community that's having a little meltdown. Oh, no, fam. We're going to go down the list tonight. Let's go down the list. Let's travel on down the list, fam. Let's show everybody how hard it is out here for these other communities. See, fam, you got that community right there that was running their mouth and being very disrespectful. You got a couple other communities that was running their mouth and being very disrespectful. In Foundational Black Americans, we told them what time it was. See, fam, for every tether on the left, you got a tether on the right. For every tether that you see cosplaying Foundational Black Americans, you got another one that cosplays Foundational Black Americans. You got the ones who say they're from the East Coast, ones that say they're from the West Coast, ones that say they're from the South, from the Midwest. But see, the thing is that we see their ass from a mile away. So they can't weasel on into our spaces. How you got the Papa Docs fighting each other and they're upset. You got the African guy who's saying they all lazy and they're upset. What they're all really upset about, fam, is there's no FBA walking through that door to help them. There's no Foundational Black American that's going to jump on the front line of one of these protests. There's no Foundational Black American that's going to march with them, that's going to rally with them. There's no Foundational Black American that's going to put our issues to the side to go help everybody. What you're seeing now, family, is the dawn of the new era. You're seeing the post Black and Brown era. You're seeing the post people of color era. Fam, we are now fully footed in the new era of post people of color. This is what the non-people of color world looks like. It looks way different than the people of color world, don't it? Don't it look way different? Fam, this is after the Black and Brown era got canceled. This is after the minority world. See, fam, the people of color, Black and Brown, and minority time is over with. That was yesteryear. Now we're in the dawn of a new age, and it is solely lineage everything. It's Foundational Black Americans. It's Certified Foundational Black Americans. It is Indigenous Foundational Black Americans. It is Aboriginal Foundational Black Americans. But let me tell you what it's not. POC, it damn sure ain't African American. See, fam, this is the end of the African American people of color era. And you're seeing a different wave from those people. The people who clinged to African American, they're crying and they're upset. The people who cling to minority, they're crying and upset. The people who needed Black and Brown, they're upset. Because let me tell you something. Those terms were created to stifle Foundational Black Americans. And once we got rid of them, it's stifling the same exact very people who needed them. Fam, Jackie Chan was running his mouth. Lucy Liu was running her mouth. So why Papa Doc is crying and why Mutombo's crying and why Mr. Gonzalez is crying, now do you know the Lucy Liu community is coming out and fam, they pissed off. So pissed off, they're saying, Stop Asian Hate was a hoax. Did you ever think you see this, Black Americans? You only see this in the post-African American people of color minority era. Welcome, y'all. We've been expecting you.
My issue with the Stop Asian Hate movement is that I think it made a total joke out of actual anti-Asian violence in a way that has completely backfired on Asians and other people of color. And we're really seeing this now, 6 years after its peak, as the very organizations that profited off Stop Asian Hate continue to exploit vulnerable, undocumented, and poor Asian Americans. Which is no surprise, given that the movement as a whole was so hyper-fixated on instances of individual discrimination that it pretty much ignored and glossed over systems of violence that actually endanger Asian American lives. I mean, you had these whole viral reports that tallied up instances of online hate comments and being shunned in hostile workplaces, while completely neglecting the rapid normalization of ICE, the criminalization of Asian massage parlors, and the displacement of entire Asian neighborhoods. In New York, the fucking CPC was awarded millions of dollars for its initiative to quote-unquote stop Asian hate, even though the CPC has long been and remains the #1 perpetrator of wage theft and labor exploitation against Asian American workers. I mean, it's literally infamous for forcing its employees to work 72 or 96 hours straight. And then across New England today, we're seeing entire Southeast Asian families torn apart as parents are being deported to Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, all these places that they've like never lived in.
Fam, this is them getting upset that they're getting deported. They thought that little protection that Joe Biden gave them was going to protect them from ICE. They thought that little protection that Kamala Harris gave them was going to protect them from deportation. This is them getting upset because of that. And now she's admitting everything that we said. Family, did we not say years ago that that was all contrived and it was all put on FBA shoulders? They use foundational Black Americans so they can get a little protection from Joe Biden. Now, FBA called all of that out and we blacking them out, and the Department of Homeland Security is kicking them out. And now they're admitting what we said the whole damn time. It was a hoax. You are 5 years late to the table, Lucy Liu. You can thank FBA again. We're always right, y'all. We're always right, brothers and sisters.
Which again is no surprise given how carceral and pro-cop the Stop Asian Hate movement was, with its focus on passing hate crime legislation and ramping up the police state. Which wasn't only a super anti-Black initiative that funneled our anger towards darker-skinned individuals, but it was also one that validated the criminalization of multiply marginalized Asians. I'm talking about the 1 in 8 Asian Americans that are undocumented, the thousands that perform as sex workers. I'm talking about the 1/3 that don't speak fluent English, and the 2 million that sit below the poverty line. And my anger isn't even really with the activists themselves, who I'm sure had really good intentions and were probably just acting out of fear, but more so that we had all this energy in 2020 and we let it get completely captured.
Oh, it got completely captured, fam. She's saying everything we said. She's saying every single thing that we called out, fam. Everything. It was a hoax. It was them getting money, using FBA, getting their little laws, and now she's complaining about it because this is the post-people of color world.
By corporate nonprofits, politicians, and institutions. And we allowed Stop Asian Hate to become this progressive veneer for blatantly really racist and anti-Asian policies. Honestly, the perpetrators of anti-Asian violence don't even really hate Asians. A lot of them are Asians.
What? What? Is she saying that there's Lucy Liu on Lucy Liu crime? Because didn't Papa Doc just say there's Papa Doc on Papa Doc crime? Didn't Mrs. Fufu say there's Mrs. Fufu on Mrs. Fufu crime? Fam, you know we winning when they're admitting that they their own problems.
Blatantly really racist and anti-Asian policies. Honestly, the perpetrators of anti-Asian violence don't even really hate Asians. A lot of them are Asians.
Damn.
The issue isn't hatred, but greed, neglect, and ignorance. And by conditioning us to look only for surface level discrimination, these organizations have pretty much protected themselves from any critique, which is honestly heartbreaking. I mean, we're seeing our aunties, uncles, our mothers and fathers get kidnapped and killed out their own homes. And the Stop Asian Hate movement has nothing to give me except for yard signs and hashtags and discourse over the true origins of boba tea, which honestly, who gives a fuck?
There you go. AKA her last statement said it all, family. She says that that movement gives her nothing but a bunch of stickers and flyers, but it does not save them from deportation. That right there, family, is foundational Black Americans being always right. When I say we always right, I mean we always right. I'm not meaning half the time, some of the time, 50%, 72%, 73%. No, FBA is always right. We called it, now they're saying it. Don't get mad at us, family. That's what she said. What it really is that she's not protected from deportation. That law that Joe Biden wrote, they were so focused on FBA and they was trying to use our faces and they was trying to get that law based on our name. And now that same law is not protecting them when ICE sends them back to their homeland. She's upset because she's getting deported. And then on top of that, they're getting mad that we don't support their businesses. So basically, family, as we're always right, foundational Black Americans win again. Yes, indeed. You try to use us for a come up and you're still getting deported. You try to use us for a come up, but now we're blacking out your businesses. That sounded like a love letter and an apology letter. That sounded like Black Americans, we apologize for using you guys so we can get that protection. Can you please come spend with us? Nope. Hell no. That also sounds like Black Americans. We're sorry for making up all those fake videos so we can get that little law from Joe Biden. Can you stop us from getting deported? Nope. Hell no. That shows everybody that when FBA put it down, hold it down, stand on 10, we always get it done. That's the difference between us and everybody else, family. Man, I love being certified. Being FBA, man, I'm telling y'all, that's like being a part of the winning team, y'all. You was born on the winning team. Straight up, shout out to us. And speaking of that, family, let me give a certified salute to all of you guys, fam, since we in here 4,000 deep, fam. We done crossed 50,000 subscribers. So I want to say I thank all of y'all with a passion. This is because of y'all. This is your guys' channel. This is interactive. You guys break the news for all the new people here. Much love and respect to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the certified family. Welcome to the certified 100. And for all the day ones, I appreciate y'all. For everybody who showed up, fam, y'all know whether it is the winter, it's spring, it's fall, it's summertime, we always cooking, y'all. So this is truly a voice of the people channel, the only interactive channel for foundational Black American grassroots right here. So I thank all of you guys for all the support, for us cracking over that 50K, and we're going to keep on going, fam, and we're going to make history, because when I tell everybody I'm the people's champion, fam, it's all about the people and ain't no equal to us. So much love. But family, we're not done. Let me show y'all something even more crazy than Lucy Liu telling on Lucy Liu. Damn, she went down the whole list, didn't she? Didn't she go down the whole list, fam? She was like, we don't like ourselves. We fight ourselves. I'm sorry we lied. We getting deported. My family don't love me. All I got is a sticker. Fam, they done did all that stuff about Black Americans, and all she got is a sticker and deportation. And your ass is still getting blacked out because we keeping money right here. The wealth transfer is whooping ass. Isn't it funny, fam? Foundational Black Americans, we're doing a wealth transfer, and they're doing a body transfer. Meaning your body was here in America and ICE done transferred it back to Vietnam or China or Japan or wherever the hell, just not here. Look at this, family. Haitians run around here all the time and they talk about what we need to do, right? Family, do you know Jamaicans don't even know who the hell Haitians are? I love being FBI. I appreciate the congratulations. No, thank you, because this is all about you guys. And family, one thing about us, we know who we are. Do they know who they are? Watch this. They've never heard of Jamaica and Haiti never heard of Jamaica.
Maybe in the map.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Haiti before?
Haiti, no.
Haiti? Haiti?
Yeah. From UK, what? Haiti.
It's like Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Yeah.
Jamaica. Yes, I know Jamaica, but
I'm from Haiti.
Yeah.
From Haiti. You know where Haiti is?
Haiti, no. I don't know.
Tu parles français ou pas connais where Haiti
Comment le
is?
pays?
Called Jamaica.
Ah, okay.
Do you know where Haiti is?
Haiti?
Yeah.
That is an island.
Yeah.
I think I know that place. My wife is from Haiti.
Haiti? You know where Haiti is?
I had a cousin, but I've never seen them. Very rare.
A lot of people don't know where I'm from, but I'm from Haiti.
Ah.
Have you heard of Haiti?
No.
Really? You never heard of Haiti before? It's like Jamaica.
That I understand.
Yeah.
Tell me that, I will understand.
Mhm.
I know Jamaica.
I'm from Haiti.
Haiti.
You know where Haiti is?
Africa.
Haiti is an island.
What? What the hell is this, black folks? They don't even know. This man said it's in Africa. Do you know where Haiti is? Yes, I know. Where is it? Africa. Haiti is in Africa. Africa and Haiti are all the same. What the hell is this?
I will understand.
Mhm.
I know Jamaica.
I'm from Haiti.
Haiti.
You know where Haiti is?
Africa.
Haiti is an island like Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica. I know Jamaica. I'm from Kilimanjaro.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Do you know where Haiti is? You know where Haiti is?
Where?
Like Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah, so we're close to Jamaica and Puerto Rico and Cuba. So that's where Haiti is.
Welcome to Zanzibar.
You never heard of Haiti before?
No, maybe in the map.
Damn, they don't know nothing. Family, there are maps, right? There is the internet, right? I mean, you can't simply look this up, correct? Y'all see what we be talking about? Do y'all see why we right here and they just somewhere not to be found, okay? You see what we be talking about? We way up here on a different level. You can simply look that up. There ain't no reason that goes on. But yet when they come over here, they want to tell us about our history. Ain't that crazy, fam? You don't even know where Haiti is. But yeah, you want to come over here and you want to start talking to FBA about FBA thing. And let me tell you something. If the Jamaican don't know, the Haitian don't know, Mr. Barbados don't know, Mr. Bahamian don't know, the African don't know, just a hell of a lot of don't knows, right? Only thing they know is how to kiss the Mayos, you know what? And to hate on foundational Black Americans. Their whole world revolves around mud pies, Mayo, and hating FBA. Mud pies, Mayo, and hating FBA. Outside of that, they don't really know much, family, at all. But we know everything. We know so much, fam, that we know who not to trust. We know who to cancel. We know how to G-check, and we know who to regulate. And we've been on full-time regulating because regulating is the wave of this era. And it's brought to you by a lot of certified foundationals. Fam, I'm going to tell you right now, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, when people look back on this era, they're going to say regulating. Regulating is going to be attached to this era the same way the civil rights is attached to the 60s and 70s. Reconstruction is attached to the Reconstruction post-slavery era. This is the regulator era. And it basically means Black Americans who know the assignment, know the agenda, and we don't give a damn. We're not stopping for nobody. We made our mind up. We made our mind up that we're not going to park the car to deal with outsiders and naysayers. How many times were Black Americans doing our FBA thing? We was minding our own business, family. We was hitting three-wheel motion, going to the bank, and here come a tether. And we stop and talk to them. And then we say, oh, come on, get on in. And then we start driving again and stop. Here come Mr. Gonzalez. Hey, brother. And then we let him on in. Start driving again. Here come Vote Blue, no matter who. Next thing you know, we got a whole damn car full of people who don't want nothing from us. They want to steal the damn car and take the reparations from the bank that you driving to. Let me tell you how this era gets down. This era said, hey, brother, boop, F you, and just kept on driving. Hey, we all friend, boop, F you, kept on driving. Vote Blue, no matter, boop, F you, and kept on driving. And then we're going to stop at the bank, family. We're going to take a break when the case breaks. This is the regulator era. And I'm telling you right now, family, this regulating energy and regulating wave, this is all brought to you by this channel. This channel right here, fam, this is where it was formulated. This is where it grew. This is where it started. It all started right here. Fam, I was talking about regulating 6 years ago, and it all started right here. That's why I send the biggest certified salute. I'm always saying, fam, thank you. Thank every last one of y'all, because y'all be the ones saying, hey, where we go to? Who next? Let's go get them. You know what I'm saying? And people be sending me stuff. Hey, we was regulating. So family, the regulating energy comes from this channel, and it's going to be the defining characteristic of foundational Black Americans in this era. And when I say we be regulating and we be seeing things ahead of time, I mean it. And family, scam Africanism is one of the main things. Because remember, y'all, the scam African umbrella is the umbrella they try to place over us so they can get us to stop that car. Fam, there ain't nothing on the planet Earth that can stop this damn train. This is a certified foundational Black American. We all gas, no brakes, pedal to the metal, pedal to the flow. There it is. There it go. Do you know now, fam, that they've been running around here and they've been talking that Pan-Africanism is the way of the future and Pan-Africanism is the way to go? Fam, don't you ever listen to when Mr. Mutombo starts bringing up Pan-Africanism, but then Mr. Mayo brings up Pan-Africanism. Have y'all noticed this new influx of Mayos who keep pushing Pan-Africanism? Yes. Let me show y'all exactly what we're talking about, fam. You seen them folks right there talking about they don't know where Haiti is and all that. Y'all, do you know they're having whole seminars over in Africa and they're talking about how Pan-Africanism needs to be reborn? Watch.
First time of Pan-Africanism, Britain, France, and the United States can't stop it this time. Because Pan-Africanism was stopped from the outside, not from the inside. It was stopped by a bullet in the head of Patrice Lumumba. It was stopped by repeated overthrows by the CIA and MI6. And it cannot happen anymore. They don't have the power, they don't have the space, and Africa can prevent it. And so we can really have an Africa-wide strategy. And that means building out the infrastructure, the hard infrastructure of rail, of digital, of shipping, coastal shipping, and I could say the soft infrastructure of a...
Fam, why is this man talking about Pan-Africanism? Why is this man talking about Pan-Africanism? Don't these same Mr. Mutombos get on the internet and they say, they don't want us together. They want to stop us. This man sound like Dr. Kubar. This man sound like Dr. Kubar. Let me tell you something. You don't see people who look like him pushing FBA. They don't ever push certified. So don't that tell you who the ops are? You got Mr. Mayo with glasses on talking about Pan-Africanism is coming back. Pan-Africanism is here. Let's go.
Infrastructure of a continental-wide university excellence to put science and technology in the forefront, because this will require a lot of innovation and a lot of homegrown skills all over the continent. My main advice and my main observation, what did China ultimately do? It invested relentlessly in the future. And it invested in three ways. First, in the skills of the population. So the educational standards in China soared over a period of 40 years. Second, it invested in the physical infrastructure. All that I've been talking about of the tens of thousands of kilometers of high quality infrastructure. And third, it invested in innovation and business development so that its companies are in the forefront of the world. First time a
Look at that right there, family. You see, family? Oh, they pushing it. You know what that is, y'all? Let me tell y'all what that is. And y'all know what it is, but I'm going to go and say it, fam, because y'all know we on the same page. Family, that's called colonization through Pan-Africanism. They're using colonization and Pan-Africanism as a double mechanism to go over there and take over again. And you got a lot of them folks in there listening. They over there saying, yes, come on, please, come on. You notice he brought up China? Notice that, fam? He brought up China and what they was doing. Well, they came over here and they invested. China went over to Africa and took over basically by saying, we are going to bring schools and we're going to bring networks and we're going to help y'all. And they colonized them. And Mr. Mayo's going over there talking about we need to bring Pan-Africanism back. Isn't it crazy that the same Pan-Africanism that is always running its mouth about foundational Black Americans, what do they always say, fam? They always say they want to stop Black Americans from connecting to Africa. Cap. They want to stop Black Americans from connecting to other Black Americans. That's always been the main play. It's always been trying to stop FBA from getting with other FBA. How do you know this? It's because if the whole thing is to stop Pan-Africanism, ain't that what they always tell us, right? Ain't that what they always say? They always say the number one goal of the CIA is to stop Black Americans and Africans from connecting. Then how come they're over there pushing Pan-Africanism? How come? Don't sound like they want to stop Pan-Africanism if they the ones selling it to you. Because guess what, fam? They've always been that way. It's never been about stopping foundational Black Americans to connect with Africa. It's been about foundational Black Americans not connecting with each other. That's why they always have inner feuds here. Family, when they dropped that stuff off into our communities in the 80s, that had nothing to do with Africa. When they start giving people pew-pews and gang violence, and they gave us no jobs and economic deprivation, that had nothing to do with Africa. They was trying to separate foundational Black Americans from one another. Think about the East Coast, West Coast situation that we know for a fact, based on documents, was completely infiltrated by the dominant society. And guess who they had all up in the mix, fam? Tethers. Who really started all that? The Tethers. You had all them Tethers up there in the East Coast, all involved in the situation, and then it spiraled. And this is why you had the feds that were literally sitting back watching what was going on and just letting it play out. I told everybody this, and I'll say it before, family. When Tupac was pew-pewed the first time in New York, when he literally walked out the studio across the street, the police were watching it. And they watched the people who pew-pewed him run up the street. And the police officer that was watching Pac when he stepped out the building when he got pew-pewed the first time is the same exact arresting officer that came and arrested Tupac when he got hit with that false SA case. They've been watching it the whole time. In Las Vegas, when all that stuff popped off, they were watching it the whole time. And then you start hearing stories about Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman, all of these Haitians. Ain't it crazy, fam? Connecting the dots. Boy, we always right, ain't we? When we start talking about TPS and we start talking about these people going home and you connect all the dots, fam, you got Haitians all in the mix going all the way back to the East Coast, West Coast feud. Yes, the hell you do. Notorious B.I.G., Jamaican. You see what I'm talking about? All of this has always been the case to keep foundational Black Americans away from foundational Black Americans. They bred off of the East Coast, West Coast. They bred off of the gangs. Gangs initially started to go against the system of supremacy. It wasn't until the late 70s, early 80s when gangs became an issue where brothers and sisters were harming each other. That's because the dominant society was coming in here and they were pitting gangs against each other. Think about this as well, family. Think about the US movement. Okay. Think about Kwanzaa. Okay. Think about all these different things, fam. They're always watching things that are good for foundational Black Americans, and then they're always bringing in people to try to infiltrate it. If you got the Black Panther Party, okay, they want to stop that. Okay. You had the US movement. You had the brothers and sisters out in Philadelphia, holding it down. You had other people trying to jump in and trying to stop that. They're always mixing people into our fray, fam, so you can get it. So you see exactly what they were doing. They were always trying to harm the Panthers with a bunch of Africanism. See, this is what they do. So we understand the way that they play. So it's always been about trying to keep foundational Black Americans away from foundational Black Americans. This whole African thing, nothing. Because family, if it is what the tether say it is, you wouldn't have Mr. Mayo over there talking about how we all needs to get Pan-Africanism going. No. As a matter of fact, it's been documented that they've worked with Pan-Africans more than anybody. Hell, Marcus Garvey. What was he doing? He was coming over here working with the dominant society. So Pan-Africanism is doing exactly what your typical, average, everyday, dusty, rusty, and always musty tether does. They do some BS, and then they try to point to foundational Black Americans. But this is the regulated era, so we meet all of their deflection with rejection and send it right on back to their ass, and they can't handle it. That's the difference between foundationals in this era and foundationals in other eras. Once we see it, family, it is a wrap. Let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about. We've been blacking these folks out 24/7, fam, and that's what they've been having to deal with. The blackout is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And like we said, fam, it's going to go longer and longer. But fam, one more thing about these individuals that they don't want to speak on is when they go back to Haiti, they feel like they're outsiders in Haiti. Yes. Look at this lady right here, fam. She says she went back to Haiti and Haitians didn't really like her. Watch this.
At first, I was isolated in the house for 2 days. I couldn't come out. It was stressful for me to deal with the locals. The locals would point fingers at me. They were laughing at me. They were mocking me. And some of them were just shaking their heads. But yesterday, I got so hungry, I had to step outside. And when I stepped outside with my head held high. I gave them direct eye contact. Because God didn't put a spirit of fear in me. I will prevail. I will be prosperous. My purpose here was to go through trials, struggles, and tribulations, just so I can be the voice of the people. And no matter what I suffer through, no matter what I go through, I will be the strength of my people. Now, I want you guys to know I love you and I'm grateful for you. We're going to get through this together. It's nice to be loved and I feel loved. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the donations, for those who have donated. It means a lot to me. You guys pray that I can hold my strength where I don't have to be so emotional and crying all the time. At first, I was isolated in the house for 2 days.
Deportation stories from a tether, family. Deportation stories from a tether. You were isolated. You were isolated for 2 days when you got home. Why were you isolated for 2 days when you got home? Fam, she said she couldn't even look him in the eyes. Hold on, one more time.
I was isolated in the house for 2 days. I couldn't come out. It was stressful for me to deal with the locals. The locals would point fingers at me. They were laughing at me. They were mocking me.
The locals? But those are your people. Why was your people doing that? I see you, Natty. Dry bacon. Yeah, and at the end, she said, I need a deportation and I can give me some donations. Fam, they need deportation donations. Think about that. But notice, y'all, she said the locals were pointing the finger and blaming. That lady got deported to Haiti. And she got deported to Haiti, said she couldn't come outside. And she said the locals were pointing at the locals. Fam, I'm from Georgia. I don't call people here the locals, okay? These are just regular Georgia people like me. Y'all see, fam, they over there hating on each other. They come over here, they hate on us. They go to another place, they hate on them. They always got a problem with somebody. That's why we call it diaspora dysfunction. And she wants deportation donations. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You ain't getting $1 from certified foundational Black Americans. I'll tell you that. See, fam, this is what it is. Like I said before, they realized the only thing that they could do is try to stop FBA by clinging these people onto us. This is why it is very essential that we stay away from all of these diaspora problems, fam. Everywhere they go, they got problems. Notice, y'all, the way that they argue and fight with each other is the same type of energy they bring over here. Notice that, fam? When we say these people bring over all of that drama and all that crime to our communities, fam, look at their communities. The woman literally is calling them locals and saying that they're pointing the finger at her. She's from Haiti. So you're from Haiti, got deported to Haiti, and people in Haiti are pointing the finger at you like you an outsider. That's the same exact thing they do when they come over here. So that's the same exact reason why we say, keep your ass over there. In foundational Black Americans, we moving real smooth. And family, when you start talking about Haitians and people who are very upset with what we've got going on, people who just can't stand the foundational Black American wave that we got popping. Family, I want you to look right here at your screen. Do y'all know Holland done popped up? Fam, do you know Holland done popped up, fam? Mr. Haitian Holland? That's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Holland the Haitian. He done popped up, fam, and they doing everything to get us on board. But notice, Holland ain't got that same spirit of talking reckless. Watch this.
As well, that went all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court allowed him to end that. And so you're talking now about more than 300,000 people who are in jeopardy of being deported, who today have lost their status. Joining us right now to talk about this very issue are a couple of guests. I want to bring them up right now. We have Abraham Papalos, Deputy Director, Black Alliance for Just Immigration, Johan LeBlanc, National Security Law and Foreign Relations expert. Glad to have both of you as well. Abraham, I'm going to start with you. I mean, this is a day that folks dreaded. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, last week was walking across Capitol Hill trying to get the Senate to support her bill to reestablish that temporary protected status. And what this is a direct assault on immigrants. That's what Donald Trump and Stephen Miller have been focused on. And if you are a Haitian immigrant in this country right now, you're likely scared to death because ICE could grab you at any moment and deport you back to Haiti.
Where's all that Simple Simon talk, Holland? You ain't talking Simple Simon, bruh. Where's it at, dog? Oh, it left. Yeah. Look like some of your family members gonna leave with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have reports of ICE trying to ramp up sort of enforcement operations out in Florida and Texas and parts of New York. I also just want to back up a little bit to let people know exactly what happened. Temporary protected status is a designation that's given by the U.S. government to immigrants who cannot go back to their country due to ongoing conflict, environmental disasters, or political instability. Haitians were awarded that in 2010 when 200,000 to 300,000 people had died because of the earthquake and 1.5 million people have been displaced. And since then, it has been redesignated for various reasons, Hurricane Matthew, political instability. And so the Supreme Court in a 6-3 ruling basically said, one, that DHS, Department of Homeland Security, can terminate it, right? And then also putting Haitians at risk with no protection from deportation and expiring their work permit authorization. All of this under the guise of anti-Black racism. So that is—
Oh, no, don't talk anti-Black now. Fam, y'all see how they trying to anti-Black? This is all about anti-Black racism. No, because them same folks is anti-foundational. Again, fam, what's race got to do with this? I'm talking lineage.
Is what happened, and you are correct that the Haitian community is very concerned, as they should be.
Johanna, and here's the issue, or the other problem is here. When it comes to Trump, they don't care when the hell they send people. You're the possibility they might dump Haitian immigrants in some other country that they never heard of.
Ain't that what we were saying? No. Remember, Roland said that we need to get on board with Pan-Africanism. Well, there's some Pan-Africanism for you right there. Fam, there you go. Now we're going to start seeing Pan-Africanism, where they're going to deport Haitians and Jamaicans to Africa. That's the new Pan-African.
I think you made a very good point, Roland, because when you go on DHS's website, it says that Haitian nationals do not have to go to Haiti, but they can't stay here. So what does that mean? I think that there needs to be some clarification on what that language means. If they don't go home, where are you suggesting that they go to? That's one. But secondly, I think it's important for the audience to understand that the Supreme Court ruling does not just impact Haitian nationals. Yes, there are more than 350,000 Haitian nationals who are TPS recipients, but in total, you're talking about more than 1 million individuals from various countries. Venezuela, for example, has more than 630,000 recipients, TPS recipients in this country. You have Cameroonians, you have Somalis, you have so many Lebanese, you have so many different groups. So that Supreme Court ruling, as we know, does not just impact Haitian nationals, but it impacts every single TPS recipient in this country, including their families. So you're talking about a mass deportation effort of not just the TPS recipients, but their children.
Stop! There you go, Black Americans. And their children. And their children. Wait a minute, y'all. I thought that they said that they was good because birthright citizenship. I thought that they said because they got a child here, then they can stay here. Do y'all see what we talking about now, y'all? Do you see what we speaking about here, y'all? What you see is those children are going to get deported because the parents got deported. Oh, say it one more time, Mrs. I don't know who the hell your name is.
So many Lebanese, you have so many different groups. So that Supreme Court ruling, as we know, does not just impact Haitian nationals, but it impacts every single TPS recipient in this country, including their families. So you're talking about a mass deportation effort of not just the TPS recipients, but their children.
There you go. See, fam, here's the main damn thing that they don't want to talk about. First off, I want everybody to say hello to Holin. Holin, we understand. I get it, Holin. You're a little uptight right now. You had a little too much today. But your people is going home, Holin. And you ain't talking all that Simple Simon talk right now, are you? I don't think you can talk right now, can you? But I tell you what you can do, Holin. You can sit down and you can watch Foundational Black Americans and you can see why your people is on the first plane out of here, back to Haiti. So there you go. It's going to be the No Neck Chronicles with deportation on top. Family, that's what it is. See, when you're an illegal and you come here to the United States of America and you have that birthright anchor baby, and then you say, well, hey, I'm here to stay. You made a grave mistake. See, now, no, Roland, I said a grave mistake. I didn't say a gravy mistake. I know Roland, sometimes he mixes up things that always leans towards food. Okay? No gravy, Roland. You made a grave mistake because you was running around here talking about that birthright citizenship stuff, and you thought that the anchor babies was going to save the illegal parents. And just like Mrs. Fufu or whatever the hell her name is, she said what we've been saying straight up and down. As a matter of fact, my sister Natural said it just a few days ago on TikTok. She said it best. She said, when you drop off an anchor baby, either that baby's going in the system or that baby going with your ass because the parent can't stay. So by de facto, that's a deportation. So either that baby stays here in the system and you can't come back and get it, or that baby leaves with you. But either way, your ass can't stay here. And that's what the Department of Homeland Security said. Family, these anchor babies are getting unanchored because Donald Trump, ICE, the Department of Homeland Security, they ain't playing no games with them. And neither are we, because we sitting back and we watching everything unfold. And Foundational Black Americans ain't got a cape. We ain't got a helping hand. We ain't got no assistance. We ain't got a damn thing. The only thing we got is our certified Foundational Black American regulator wave, and you can wave by when your ass is going back over there to your squalor. Let me show you more what we talking about, family. Oh, I love being certified. It is the most beautiful thing in the world. They wouldn't understand it. It's an FBA thing. Fam, how many of you guys seen this whole situation with the Black Panther movie? How many of you guys have seen it? Where now they're going and they're getting another African British guy to play the role. Let me show y'all exactly what we're talking about. Watch this. Shout out to Donnie on Timeout, man. Y'all follow him over on TikTok.
Give a warm welcome to our new Black Panther, Mr. David Johnson.
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to this amazing family that I have the honor and the privilege and the blessing to join.
Drewski skit in real life, y'all. The Drewski skit in real life. This man may tell you jokes, but he's not telling you any lies. And they attack Drewski for his skit. When this is what y'all doing, hiring British actors, Africans with British accents over Black Americans, and they're gonna say, well, Black Panther is an African. Okay, he's an African, right? Let's say Black Panther, the fictional characters, are African. What about Sinners, though? Right? That movie was about Black Americans, but yet you have Africans that with a British accent all through that movie. And Ryan Coogler is a self-proclaimed FBA. He identifies as FBA. This is the move now. You're following some type of narrative, right? Because they keep on Africans with British accents. They hire them over Black Americans. But what kind of accent is this though?
Very interesting.
Black American actors considered for the new Black Panther role?
Because Wakanda is based in Africa and you don't consider yourself as African. And the thing is that you can't have it both ways. You have to make a choice. Either you are or you're not. And you can be selective when to be African. And we were very happy with Ryan Coogler's choice. And the whole continent of Africa will be watching, and the whole Caribbean as well. So that's okay if you guys don't watch it. Simple as that. Either you are or you're not.
Black American actors considered.
I ain't gonna watch it then. How about that, fam? Let me say this. Off rip, off top. Let me say this because I know a lot of people was discussing this. Here's the kicker, y'all. Here's the kicker. I won't go watch it any damn way. Oh, I'm beyond movies and representation in film. Fam, I don't give a damn about none of that at the end of the damn day because point blank bottom line, y'all always go get these British actors and they always come over here and play our roles. But whenever it's the other way around, these people have a fit. That's exactly what they do. Don't talk to me about, well, this is our movie. This is what we have. The reason why they care so much, fam, because they ain't got ish. That's the reason why they give a damn. I ain't watching it point blank bottom line, and you could add Black Panther to the boycott any damn way. Because guess what? I didn't watch the last one. Because remember on the last one, fam, they had a damn Latino dude in there and somehow it turned into All Lives Matter. That's exactly what it is, fam. After the first one, nothing else exists to me. Bottom line, point blank, period. But here's the thing, fam. See, FBA, we out here getting it in real life. See, Wakanda's fake. See, that's some cartoon stuff. They got to go get representation there. They got to go get their clout off of that. So while they sitting there watching this damn movie, Foundational Black Americans going to be getting this money. That's what it's all about for me. They can go get all the British actors and the African actors and the African Brits. They can go do all of that all they want. But see, fam, they got to say play and hit the goddamn clip. And they got to start front because, that's what they do. Foundational Black Americans, we on the news. We on the news getting money. We on the news getting paid. We on the news regulating. And they're on the news getting deported. So basically, you got a bunch of tethers having a tether affair and tether palooza, but the tethers ain't going to be here to tell. I ain't watching it. Certifies ain't watching it. And guess what, family? When Foundational Black Americans don't do any of that, you know what happens to them, fam? You know what happens to them. They get their asses blacked out. I need everybody to smash that like button because we in here preaching, reaching, doing all the damn teaching, family. They all get blacked out by Certified Foundational Black Americans. I'm with you. I ain't even seen the second one. Because you know what? If you want to talk about Black Panther and you want to talk about something that's real, we got the real Black Panthers. A lot of Black Panthers are in our family, baby. We say free Huey. You know what time it is. So when you start seeing this cartoon version, let the cartoon version be the cartoon version. Go get these tethers to play these roles because I never sat down. Fam, let me tell you something. I'd much rather get my popcorn and watch deportation videos than get my popcorn and watch the tether play the Black Panther. Okay, so they can Wakanda forever. Okay, no. I'm going to be FBA forever. But here's the thing. Wakanda is fake forever. All right, that's the big difference. FBA is the real damn thing. It's the real deal. It's real true to life. So they can get whoever they want to play these movies, fam. At the end of the day, that's just the movie. You feel me? That's what they want, fam. They're cleaning the movie. We talking about what, fam? What Allen Iverson say? We talking about practice. We talking about practice, man. We talking about a movie. We talking about a movie. We ain't talking about money. We ain't talking about reparations. We ain't talking about getting paid. We talking about practice. We talking about Wakanda. This is what we talking about, family. I see certified foundational Black American excellence in every city I go because there's an excellent certified foundational Black American residing everywhere where we're at. They got to turn on the damn screen and watch a movie that was made over here and hope they can get a Brit to play an African. Fam, that's too many twists and turns for me. I'd rather sit back and watch folks get deported and pop my damn popcorn and chill the hell out. You can have your Wakandas. You can have your Black Panthers, because let me tell you something, family. We got the real Black Panthers, and I got real popcorn, and I can sit back and enjoy the damn show that we create. So have at it, Tether World and Tetherland, because eventually you're going to find out what everybody else finds out, is that if foundational Black Americans don't support it, it's going to go down the drain. Y'all remember the first Black Panther. Now tell me how good the second one did. How good did the second one do? It didn't do too good, did it? Who talks about the second Black Panther movie, y'all? Who talks about it? Nobody? Do you know any quotable lines from part 2? What were the numbers for part 2? Did it break any records, family? Did it do good? I got a movie that did real good, and it didn't have any tethers in it. As a matter of fact, it made $1 billion. And it's called the Michael Jackson movie. Yeah. And guess what? Michael Jackson is not a fictional character. Michael Jackson is a certified foundational Black American from Gary, Indiana. So I'll take Michael Jackson, certified foundational Black American, Gary, Indiana, before I'll take Wakanda, whatever the fuck. Certified foundational Black Americans, man, we do it for real in real life. We ain't got to cling to no damn movie. So go ahead, because the movie gonna end. You're gonna get your ass about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then that's gonna stop. And then your ass is still gonna go back to that mud pie with that mud hut and the mud cookies and the deportation vans. And foundational Black Americans, we're gonna be right here in the land that we created. Fam, some people do it for real, some people do it for fake. Foundational Black Americans, we get all the money, we get all the power, we got all the respect, and we're gonna get the check. Let me show you even further what I'm talking about. That right there is their Wakanda, fam. So this is why they gotta talk about Wakanda, fam. We got Michael Jackson, the king of this mob, beep. So the fact that we living over here, we living real good in the hood, shows you everything that you need to know. And fam, when I say show you everything that you need to know, let me show y'all how these people think about us, since we're talking about movies. Fam, did y'all see this pop up right here, fam? Did y'all see this? Okay, let me show y'all what ended up happening with some of these people and why their asses is getting deported and why we don't give a damn, because we know exactly who they are. Family, director Lee Daniels got into a cab and he was saying how he couldn't basically get any type of person to stop for him. So he had to get an Uber. And do you know the African Uber driver said he looked very, very aggressive with a water bottle? Yes. This is the Wakanda crowd. Watch.
I swear to God, I feel like I'm back in the 90s or maybe early 2000s where I'm in New York City. I'm waving down fucking taxi drivers and I can't get one. Are you fucking kidding me? Thank God for Uber. 4 or 5, maybe 6 taxis didn't pick me up. I thought
because of your appearance and you look aggressive.
Because what?
You look aggressive.
I look like what?
I said you look aggressive.
Because of my appearance.
Yeah.
What's my appearance?
Huh?
My appearance?
Yeah, you have this in the bottles running after the cab. It's kind of a lot of people running in the middle of the street looking for a cab.
I can't scream racism?
It's there. I won't deny it. But also, your appearance also contributed.
My appearance.
They said this man looked aggressive with a bald spot. Are you kidding me, fam? This man got a bald spot. The Uber driver, he ain't got a bald spot. He just bald. Your damn hair is what's hurting people's feelings. Y'all see how they feel?
Didn't pick me up. I thought
because of your appearance and you look aggressive.
Because what?
You look aggressive.
I look like what?
I said you look aggressive.
Because of my appearance.
Yeah.
What's my appearance?
Huh?
My appearance?
Yeah, you have this thing, the bottles running after the cab. It's kind of a lot of people running in the middle of the street looking for a cab.
I can't scream racism?
It's there. I won't deny it. But also, your parents also contributed.
My appearance.
Your bottle of...
Y'all see what they be talking about, fam? Y'all see what we be talking about. There you go, y'all. These individuals feel that damn way. And that's how these individuals think. They said this man look aggressive with a water bottle in his hand. You look aggressive. You look very aggressive. What do you mean? You look so aggressive. I just can't understand. I can't. Now, I'm going to tell you what we understand. We understand exactly who y'all are, and you ain't us. That is how they feel. And that's the same thing. You know what he just told him, fam? He basically just told him, stay away from the Akata. That's what he said. Stay away from the Akata is what he said. But it's all good because we already know. That's what happens when you deal with these people. When you deal with these individuals, fam, everything that they say ends up coming true. That's the same thing Black American brothers and sisters been calling out from these people's community for years. And now you witness it live in the living color with your own eyes. Fam, again, how can somebody from a homeland that looks like that say this? Fam, you know it looks aggressive? All that damn dirt looks aggressive. All that goddamn mud, all that damn trash looks aggressive. If we talking about aggressive, fam, that's what looks aggressive. What looks aggressive is your ass got aggressive famine. How about that one, fam? You got aggressive famine. You got aggressive hunger. You got an aggressive receding hairline. Every damn thing's aggressive. If you don't fix that, then you can't talk about this. That's the difference between certified foundational Black Americans and everybody else. Hell to the no. That's the difference, fam. Look at all of that right there, and you could tell off rip why they can't talk about us. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't going for none of that. Until you fix your homeland, until you fix your squalor, until you fix your S-hole country, foundational Black Americans are not open to anything that you got to say. It is that way. It'll always be that way. And it's going to stay that way since we talking about you look aggressive. Y'all know why, though, right? Let me tell y'all why. What he said set him off, y'all. What he said set him off. I'm going to tell you what he said set him off. He said, you look aggressive with your water bottle. Family, do you see water in any of these damn pictures? Of course he looks aggressive with a water bottle. They're not used to having any running water. There you go, fam. So even running water scares these people. So, fam, I'm telling this to all my foundational Black Americans out there. A bottle of water is more aggressive than a pew-pew, than a pat-pat, than a rat-a-tat. A bottle of water is more aggressive than balling up your fist. A bottle of water is more aggressive than a right hook or an uppercut because they ain't got no water to account for it. So if you ain't got nothing to drink, don't tell me what you think. But let me tell you what I know. I know one thing for certain, family, and that is we are certified foundational Black Americans. I know this is the regulator era. This is the FBA Renaissance. This is the reparations generation. I know this is the livest chat on the planet. I know that I'm your foundational Black American brother, and I know we ain't got to go looking for another. Because, family, when you go looking for another, and they always give you a tether here, a tether there, and the tethers get deported, and the tethers come over here and they disrespect, and they try to put all these different people in front of us, but we move them out the way, side to the side. This is what I mean when I say that foundational Black Americans are just different. We so different, fam, is to know that while they talking all that talk about the Black Panther movie, and they talking all that talk about Wakanda, just remember, fam, it ain't Wakanda, it's Wakunda. And I've got the first image of the new Black Panther movie that's coming to a theater near you, family. And it doesn't look too good. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a hit. Because, family, when they pulling out the tether actors from England/Africa, who the hell wants to see a Black Panther with a damn tether bald spot? Who the hell wants to see the tether panther? Not me. These are exclusive photos from Wakanda. And they packing out all the boxes in Wakanda because they know FBA blacking their ass out and we ain't gonna go see it. Family, that does not look like something foundational Black Americans are interested in. That does not look like something foundational Black Americans are going to go watch. That does not look like something foundational Black Americans will support. Because hell, his own hairline don't support him. So why should we support the movie? These folks out here trying to get us to go see that. And he can't even see his hairline. About time. So you can keep that movie. You can have that movie. We're going to be over here doing the FBA thing because, family, we already got the real certifieds, and the real foundational Black American movie is from the king of all music, Michael Jackson. So you can have the bald spot panther. You can have the musty panther. You can have the dusty panther. I'm going to take Michael Jackson for $1 million billion. That's the foundational Black American way. We the certified foundational Black Americans, and there's only two types of people in the world. Us and everybody who wants to be us because they can't see us, and us we trust. Certified salute. Family, love y'all with a passion. Appreciate the love, fam. 50K, keeping it moving. Livest chat on the planet. Y'all birthed the regulator era, and the regulator era will start right here in the chat. It'll take over the whole world, and they'll be talking about it 100 years from now, family. So I give y'all nothing but love and grace and energy, and I love rocking with y'all. And the best part about being a foundational Black American is the fact that I get to be a foundational Black American with all of you. I get to be a foundational Black American. I get to share this bloodline, and I get to share this lineage with all of my sisters and all of my brothers. A man couldn't ask for more. And I appreciate it every single day, every single second, family, because all together collectively, we doing the most high work. We holding it down for the ancestors, and we holding it down for ourselves, family. And that right there is the perfect trifecta. And I love it with a passion, just like I love y'all with a passion. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Shout out to people. People be hitting me up and they be like, yo, Black Alpha, I was walking in the store playing you and I seen somebody and they looked at me. It's like, you listen to Black Alpha too? So a lot of y'all be running into each other. I had a brother say he was at his job and he had me cranked up and somebody came up to him and was like, hey, dog, I've been listening to Black Alpha as well. Hell yeah, certified salute. So, family, we really taking over the streets. We taking over the country. We already took over the world, and everything belongs to us, fam. And that's the certified 100, fam. We keep it 100 all the time. We speak our mind 100. We don't take no shorts, no losses. We ain't compromising anything for anybody. We just coming at the whole damn world full speed, and we gonna always win, undefeated, undisputed champions. There you go. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. And we're going to continue to black them out. I will see you guys later on this week. And we will make sure that it's better than the last one. And we're going to keep on stacking it, fam, because all we do is perfection every single time. So with that said, I want you to remember, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that black is beautiful and beautiful is always black. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Free Huey. Certified salute.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.